Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
Alright, my name is Nesta Lenas. I'm the General Manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in such a way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about, the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional man guard security services. These are professional guards we recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things, theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them, to defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack. So, long story short, basically those are the two things as a company provide.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
Mema wakwaba edeba Ghana is watching Jumedie so. Ghana is watching Jumedie from Kokra Marvelin House yahye ne edeba be somo asomo sompa. Ewo Jumedie so yehwe nia ekoyie ene nia enkoyie ewo oman yi mu. Ne yabobo ani nyina no ape ano pomesibre. Wo Jumedie so yebehwe ye kwanso ensem aso wo kwanso nsamumpo etesen senia ehyenkafo etwi wana hyem basabasa ewo omayi mu yebesanso ahwe senia yen ahonidie ensem tie ewo wompotem ho sena ahonidie ensem etie ewo ho unim se enkese de biarada yen ahonidie eda nanso sen ena etie ewo omayi mu wompotem ho no no ahonidie ho nsem no aso eye hwan asede se obehwe amana akoyie yebesanso ahwe yen bambo ensem sena ye bambo nsem etie ewo oman mu nipa bonfo adoso amakro no amane homne so ewo oman mu aso ekwan benso ena yefa esi ano kwan yanam abefo kwan so anase yanam kane kwan so ena ye de ba besi ano kwan meto me safre wona wonim de efa ne amakeke nyina ho ne yatena se apensen insemu ape ano pomesibre. Ghana is watching. Ghana eshe.
Pacho, just stop no man who's a paper, idea of the bremi. 5 CD me no issue. Okay. Now, Pacho we say free him. Oh, na me see mujina and so move on to issue. The mercy and panto Pacho. I am be all. I can't tell sense to comedy. Oh, Darby. I know the monk can tell me sense to comedy. But me nam kwanza most mujina and something na me de mama keke. Pacho de so man so. Sika. Yo,
we dey Akosomo pantos. Na yan hwe ne license ni a.
Me license na nka sekita na wode amount. Pacho enu ni. We papa ni.
Pacho papa ni awe nso e.
Oh, we ne de ewu.
My name is Janet Tulasi Mensah, MC for Ghana East Municipality. It is very important that we rally behind this program.
Fully endorse and stand by.
A jewel in the streets, amazing.
Yamagana fo nyina akwa ba ediba MS3 so bra so sabudie mu nsam so konso ne de bedom ba bibiara wo we sports beat anopa bi a itimi edibra from Monday out to Friday night se ho nsam no na sa na etie ntino ene de ye wo challenges kakra edika ene mu aka ho asam e wo Facebook ntino ekwan bia so no so bowuram e wo YouTube na fe woni adi nkomo kama Marvelin House Limited na yese wabo eden e de ahye o se jinjin na ne de wa agasa woni eden edi akone aba ne sa se afani afa nyina no ye no edi agro kama na nsam no de edos midi e de Charles na Atuobi nsam no ye bebo wuram de na se kopie mu e wo Chelsea ye se players agusu a omo penu mu nwie ya mugusu a se o mepe players ba ku mienu miensa e de abosti omtum ye kopie mu o Liverpool dia na se omo twan se na de Chelsea ye betimi adi nkunim papa bi na se nyame adom a ye no match no ye timi ahande trophy no etimi e de amon na se ho nsam no nso no ye be kopie mu Manchester United o mu pe players bebere nje no so ho nsam e wo ho de se Chelsea no ho nsam no dos William eni Pedro nso ate ase idea no matter as ye ho nsem e de bebre o sanso na pep dado na nwumre yi wo buni Chelsea no ho nsem e wa ha se e be hwe ho nsem so kakra na yatimi ma be piem o man Ghana kronkron Ghana dia na is a players bia e na no ngoka ngofo man so no o mugusu o musu e from ampani ho nsem o ye Mohammed so ho nsem e wa ha wa kakra dia ache players ne class no your omo ya na season na season we kura no matches ni bi e baba enkwamu a betimi ya yisa so na is a players bi so ho nsem wa everything coming to be the man ampani say government no mo hwe ni mabako mienu no mo fa ho nsem emra Thomas Tepate ho nsem wa ha se etie twa ho ya nkomra ye ba pe de nsem nyina ba otie eye Facebook any YouTube na ubawura Instagram ni ade ne de na se ho nsem no so edos nti ye nkomra ye ba pe de nsem nyina ebegu from the amount.
I will laugh and smile because I'm very happy and I'm very great that I'm here enjoying. I never knew that one day will come and will enjoy like this, because I think when they give birth to me and I'm coming from poor family, I will die with my poorness. I will never go fed up. I will never go to school. I will just end up by going to JSS.
Minimum Cassin, you know, me who's social many. Yama won't teach you. My home dada. You are my yes and Nibia what? Na Annie now, what kind of idea, Cassa? And you are sitting there with him and him to breathe.
Eti na ho nsem enso no mera ase se ogusu a wo hwe me na afa abenya nyina wo so oni eche eye asem no ene nsem no aye ka wo ha se no so spread di mind to like no wa share no wa like no wa share na afi wa subscribe na ese bia aye kama edi ama no be ye part with the wonderful shows Akosomo efia ha se na se no ensem no into www.namavelinhouse.com no body I saw kama na for so anya the wonderful shows no programs bibia ye bia online no so anya bi ahwe sa enso na ne dey say ubowra mu on Instagram ne Twitter ne dey na say Mavlin House Limited na wo so wo bo na say ne dey Akosu bia no so anya bi ahwe ntenta so ne hwe resources no matches Akoso no obi wa no o wan hwe match ni bi etimtenta ma me box so kakra bi emfama na nso hu de kwa enra Manchester United omu etimichi eyetimandi ni Sheffield United etwoma kamiensa ha masha on the ball 3 goals ni nyina so mu share 3 goals ache papa so bi ball hat-trick no eye Abrante Didi Van Persie time nti wa kasa calculate Van Persie time ben na ball hat-trick nei afre na nyame ayo madomu a o matimi anya hat-trick sa enso na kopiem de Newcastle woni Aston Villa na koya 1-1 sa enso na Norwich etina fima eye Everton esen ekaba ko Wolves enso etimi ehye ekaba ko editia eye Bournemouth sanso na ene de ekohwem dia La Liga mu no Alaves na fie Emma Osasolo enso ebetwa no ekaba ko pe na ese no so ho nsem ena Celta Vigo echiresu ade etwa no ekaba ko na ese no so ho ensem ewo ho no sa enso na Inter Milan ene Osasolo ono so mu bom no na ese match no koye 3-3 na ese no ho ensem no Liverpool we dey atiden wo twa eye Crystal Palace Jordan Ayew team no Crystal Palace utwa eka 9 moment mi antimba kupa Rome yara match na more thing na say enkoye kura emfa ma Crystal Palace but as usual omo edi nguko ntisa na ensemte Roma enso etina fie ewini 2-0 against Sapelo na ese no ho ensem na Akoso no Real Madrid na ese Madrid for no Hala Madrid eno omutwa eka mienu editia Mayoka omantimi anti na ese Vinicius Junior and Sergio Ramos na ese Abrante and the record no eno ano set is best defender so far washe more goals e La Liga mu no na ese ono na edge sa somebody nyina edigu na battery so sa enso na matches Everton Belly and Watford na edibu ni sa enso na dey Southampton woni Arsenal di bani muhwa Elba was Spanish La Liga muno woni Valencia edibe hwe ni den Manchester City woni Chelsea edi hwe ni yantampa was Stamford Bridge na no ho ensem na nwumre ye hwe na no pai sorry ye hwe edi agu wani na se won so ahu de ekọ na ensem no edi edos na so de esepata na me bedum anopai nti no ensem yembo enwura mu dia na ekopie Joe Hart no sina kan edima eye Manchester City si ade odinani kopie mu Berlin na ne wori atudwa se season we kɔ na wie ana so hwɛ kra say 30th June na so jai or the belly football na to no you are tuna dream kra akobebe foforo akokosi na kan enti Joe Hart and na dey o say panotwa no masa me makansie no belly dia no kɔ na wie ye na akobebe foforo de media na atoa so wɔ na ese no ho nsam ne yati dia ma ukopie mo Chelsea dia na so abrante bia oye goalkeeper osina kandima Manchester United for the first time we use Chelsea for opposite omo approach Manchester United players one more try say as much as possible no one make na conform more than 50 million euro and they are to dia abrante and didn't done dan Hudson and Nadia say Chelsea for so money abrante ni kasa one more hwe say ekwan bia so bia be find dia mom no manya player no na ne wa besi akan na so bedam dia ma Chelsea na say hwe say ebe yie dia na emra ne nkrabia na ebe chentata so ekopie mu Liverpool dia na say Liverpool ne woman nsɛm no ayɛ bibuja wana no ɔmo de betu dwa sɛ ɔmo hia abrante ndindi Ro James and Nadia say I'm sure player na the modern boss ani endra akra wo she go Edma Wolves na no ana se see ade the jinko be to da say ono nka so player no what's one nka so Raul James na Raul dey me dey there I mean na hwe play strike is go anu 4 goals poly 4 goals and na me mrantie no etimi ehye enti no me hia Raul wo mi tim no kra mfa nya hwe ha enti na ehye no ensam and abrantie ni din de George Club dia to dwas wo hia Raul dey se ho nsam and no yekopia mu dia na se Man City player and di Walker Walker and Nadia yes uhwe mu Inter Milan for wo mani abreguja yes Inter for the players yes expecting no enom guso omoto eti draw na enom boy om see dey say the money edi Walker chi wo munya Walker wo mu be pepa na yes ni dey the player ne ba dia ebe ye fan edi amom ntata so no na yes ekopie mu wo Arsenal dia wo mu player ba ko bolon as you say o ne modern ball no ko nanim kakra ka na dey o ma san ne permanent yes o mu hia say abranti betima permanent din edi Pablo Maro and Nadia is almost say oye player be an modern ball extra ni nti say ono enso ebeka eye Arsenal team na bibia ebe fine at the amount nti na say no ho ensam no Nadia na say ekopie mu Manchester United dia unbelievable story so dey bia meka say enya de betimi asi entimi nya possible crowd and Ansu Fati abrantia so no acha say akwala kete kura je say onyanya first 19 years na akwala Manchester United for say wo hia abrantia no edoma aka mrantia say nkwala na youth na wo United team no mo hwe say akwala betime beka team no ho na aboma bibia enso akoso na no na Barcelona for say he masa se mo pa abrantia ne dia ene esika esimutua eye 355 million euro 355 million euro ene ne dia mu betua na mo dia befa abrantie na esibia kama Manchester United na musanjo gramo ntimi ankofa na abrantie asem we ade eti na ese no ensem no ene dia Arsenal for o msi say in case ebia abrantie ndinde Alexander Lacazette eko and Aubameyang eko dia na ese kwa bia so no omukofa player bi ti say Jonathan David Ednaba omto sa player no so very good or equal to these two players into oba na say nim ho no o ba dan nim no ese ototo ne mantiska omayi edi ato 22.5 million euro and na di omde ato say ekwan bia these two players kwa omkofa David no so abeboa ama obesi akan kama edi amount na say David o ba bruma David we osi na kan obo football David we obo football ne ka na say etuko biemu o ba Liverpool si bia na so brand o striker ba ko enye ka habit na be da when there ba ko onu so sina kan and morning ball so ani belly ya friend Leon Bailey onu na Nadia yes team and din premiership teams mebre pan den na no dey to do as ekwan bia so no wonyanya anko be free ba Liverpool si na anko kopiem wo England team say Chelsea mo those the Chelsea mo pay see the Chelsea for almost that and for player no enya hwe is Manchester United nim ne find the teams be to say Tottenham mo nya de wo mo ene wani abre den ene about mo wo mo na hwe say abrante wo betimi alande abrante no so be si na kan edi amom na bia enso aye kama kan who say players be free premiership team say am so nya players bi be hyemu a ebo am team no enso aye kama ye kopie mu e Man City dia am abrante ba ko a eni de say eni ni money mbo no enso eni na sisi an wadi to adwa say okwan bia so no wo be free Man City team no Leon Sana and they said oh I na be say obeso free team mu obeso okokra no kwesi na kan edema team no di Bayern Munich ntini Leon Sana esi ade wade atum say kwan bia so ba ko pie mu ewo team di Bayern Munich na fa wesi na kan na ni bia so aye kama ede ama no yekopie mu ewo Chelsea wa biem na Chelsea for wo mu dia to ga say wo hwe say bench wo ebetim be si akan wo mu hwe bia kwan bia so no 80 million euro and you see at the left back no one also so be a share nim say or be seen kind at the match Chelsea near say no over there kai work am ba near the adult say Charlie players be ba abehye team no no ma build team no engineer say ekwan bia so no can have it any place be to say timo when am o ba no hakim money ade ade no Chelsea team be there let's say bia aye come at the match Chelsea no ensem no nyame adom a anwumre Chelsea ni Man City ebo one nim say aleg ne de kwan bia so Liverpool Agyiewaa na no na George Nkrobo ehwe nim say nyame adom a wo mu ni Chelsea match no nyame adom na Chelsea match no eba nkwam dia na ese kwan bia so no mo ebetimi e de trophy no ahye Liverpool nsem na no na benifo hwe mu dia na timi say Liverpool abre 30 years ni on trophy 30 years on the premiership na ese afiwe de Chelsea for 100 trophy no e de amom etiando omu winning for na am abode they see at the Chelsea for one am the trophy no e be share nsem ntinyame adom a for the first time Liverpool for 30 years omu ntimi nye trophy no omu ebetimi agi omu trophy for the first time e bia enso akoso ntina ese no ho ensem no Pedro ani William ne nedie omaji atum say omesan short period of time e dey ama Chelsea na say bia aye kama ntini nyame adom a season we ekona wie pe na say Pedro ani William omo so epe be fufuro e dey omani akwa kire na say no ho ensem timranche no man ready say nyame adom a match say eba so enwumre coach ni graphics so ma omebon den e dey ama omebon yan tampa e dey ama Chelsea for di enkuru na bia aye kama Pep Guardiola o dey atudwa o say enwumre the match a woni Chelsea ebo no won ha no ho kra o rest players do na senior players no rest do na because can say our match against Real Madrid our Champions League second leg no engineer say o rest ni players do na only problem ka enra o dey to the nwumre no chechim say masa o rest players no o rest do na amado do na so etimi ahome said ye be ya wo mu so betimi anya akonya arrest kama na nyame adom a omni Champions League omni Real Madrid no bibia so atimi aye kama edi amom ye pia mu dia na Karim Benzema ene die water Messi to den water to say ya enye si water to so otwi no when die water to say eba se putichi na eyo omo La Liga goal king ne dia na say ono water Messi to or 17 goals or 17 goals and Messi was 21 goals na say water to a wo hwa nim say 4 goals pene ya say wache no 4 goals per na say wache abrantie and din Lionel Messi na say abrantie hu say na nsin ya enodi ni birthday onya 3 years you see pressure no akofom kakra ball no akofom even though obo otimi twetwe de but hwe mu na say pressure no akofom Messi pa na no hwe o match bi o ba okotwa na nkese nke man record na Spain de bia am fiba brandy de bia am fiba brandy ni sa ehon ensem and to the bet ni de abekoso akoso na say no ensem ye de amano ni ensem nyina e de asi e de amount ena no pay kopie mu ewo fie dia ye nhya se free eye matuwa mu a wo be kai sa brandy a no sina kan 2006 ye na call World Cup 2008 no kan eye African Cup for born Ghana ha ya kan 2008 African Cup for born Ghana ha no kan ho matuwa mu na de na kan the best 10 ho am say Ghana had there one of the best 10 omuye very good no oka ho bia yese ni modern born so ni na no dey to da say ani age pa say na dia ye na kan eye top 10 no ho a yes one also can best players omo Ghana ho top 10 no oka ho nti ni age in fact ni age no ohu de oye no nti say ni dia sem adman say ono so pa eni de Nyankopon ayi na fi oha na manimu na dia de na kan the best 10 ho a yes ni modern born no kosro papa you see ade enche kwara ni born no say bia betimi akama ade ama branch Matthew amazia de obi ase da nim baabi o hye obi ani baabi o hye say players no de dodo na omo ye ya no dum ti ahwu of baabi ahye na omo toto omo nyema ni ade a ka be Prince Boateng and de to do say hey mo de mo so le abrofo mo so le a na mo dwene ye e fancy via ho perifo bebre mo so ya na mo dwe via mo nwene eye Nabia, ye did a black snatum, ye did black snatum, was a solia, near see Adibedu Kodu, Adibedu Kodu, ye who black I say Adibedu Kodu, near Kumbi, ye go to do a CB Consul, near me, no Muntima Home, not a name of Bonnie, dear blacks, no, who did not park as I say Adibedu Kodu, Miss Menya do me a nipper, Menya do me a nipper, Anthony, Sanyamana, woman yai, now woman try to tune him, I said, Baby, come out, say. Ade be you do na adroso e wo park so etimi kura to eye kwadu kura the ball say we ade etimi di kwadu nti omo na ye nipa enso wo se da bia na FIFA wo dwene eye via ho na wo dwene die machines a emfa so bia ani ho na eno na ono so e dwene ho nti mpanifo enhwe no mo nka ne ye na ese no ho ensem no ye kopia mu wo Nicholas Opoku dia ne de se abranche no Leonfo e hwe so mesan no things bebre happen den na no dey to do say ni age say na dey so okosi na kan dey amalion o say esi ade ni age so okosi na kan e dey amalion do you know say Nicholas Opoku na age ni age nkunbia ba na afọje say ono dey ohun ni say Leon no ko no a good destiny at man so betima kopie mu other countries okosi na kan bi say dey premiership ni ade ade ni je say o pe so babra bon dey ashase dey e say o shase for France na kopie mu England kopie mu Spain kopie mu Germany ni ade ade na say no ho and some eno no na dey ya Mohammed no dey advice area akoma players and Morgan has mo starting your training also mo starting your training because channel leg ni baba nkwam and mo starting your training na yes asema wo dey eto mo strom mo si players mo nye training mo to mo ne ba ku bi ni mensa enye se coach be ka che o si your training and as nye se e be ko akọ gym ni akọ gym ansa na wo se wan kasa your personal training wo so hwa brofia na mi hu hwe te de ye starting league wo even England na bi mo toto papa so hwe quality players ti say Ronaldo mu ni mo ni Messi no mo toto ampa ho no mo bo penalty to twene a na timi se masa ono kwa na da bia na o ye training e ba ye hu e wo TV so kra no ono kwa toto papa so na wo a unye training na say o de ampa ho de o be to ne sa into the advice akọ e de ma players ni say wo mo nko so nye training na bia enso enye kama we kopie mu adua na coach no dey atuja say ketoku munya buchaman what's the ket munya buchaman market I'm pressure ket sa what's it time we time ye ni normal time so ye ni time bra ese yetimi eye yi enti no say mo market time mo money time no onti fa nya adwuma mo money time no onti fa hye nema mo money time na for onti mi tututu nema ma Ghana Premier League no enso enye kama ni say Adriana for there wo mu ni problem because omo leg na kra mo na di kan ha na say ko ba say bia ye cancel leg no kra na say see ye dey trophy no mom and say because untimi nka say fam eso the mom out as here no mo sutum ko pie mu e wo Africa na say bia enso eye kama Frimpong Manson na dey odia to do say kotoko omo pe plan uzo no oye former kotoko player into omo pe kwan bia so no omo pe plan bia e betimi abo team no ama next season next 2 years, next 3 years, next 4 years no. Sa plan no ebetime ye adwuma e de ama mo ntino. E ya futuo kese pa na Frimpong Manson onu so ahwie e de makuma ase Asante Kotoko omunan member board na otumfo ate no. Na say no ho ensam e ha no pensu ye ti bi e de sports beat so atimi e de ama ntenta so no ye kopia mu dia na say Richard Comey what you to just say uzo no and ye former IBF lightweight champion amodin pa all cool rough no ho din ye pa na say no ho nsem na no order to just say government moa no first commission friends boxing enye se de bia na football no mo ja athletics atonchen no mo ja boxing atonchen other committees ni nyina mo de o mo nyina atonchen na mo hwe only football it was in 24 emra no meboa boxing wo hwe mu a bukom arena pe na baabi a nsi boxing bukom arena pe na boxing to sre government wo mo mram no mo so betimi meboa ema bibia enso enye kama ye kopie mu dia na opening case ba ko na die Dr. Asari na die ono advisor edema health service no onzo omo ebase hospital for na dia ye onkofo bu omutimi omuma afutuo ewo yare bi mu omutimi afutuo wo demam eno de afutuo de akọ ade ma class no say omunya abutre ema na ado na kwa bia so no on de o ye sure say even kra say e possible kra na yen cancel leg no na anka ye mon next season anas yen hwe na anka September mu okra ye sha ase fresh say de be ya COVID-19 no emetitu obi a into advice our dey man say munya abutre ema na ado na yen hwe ne yen say e possible kra de a na yen na me bo premium so pani team be na wo team be na support na team be na pese anka omo komani mo si kuma Asante Kotoko eni say Mother Asante Kotoko and no there owo na I say well I very way it is next eternity mo support teams no mo support teams no boys na we yi ni ho pia na no kra na Japan also no ekotokoni Kwame Sefa kan o say o has ni ehusha mpenifu bebre ukom MP first parliament wa mpenifu bebre o mo ntin enche me di sam mpenifu nyina anu ba bi o mo wo e de bebre na so nso ehu de kom support ne sa na ma leg na ye de ni so nya rehyiemu awo mu na bibia eso aye fama entente so no ye kopie mu dia na ese Thomas Tepate and ho nsem abebuja asa okọ asna asa okọ he minko adwa anase minko akosua na ese no ho nsem no na branche ba ko ane no sina kan adi Manchester United ni adi Luis Sanya o say Thomas ko United ha ho kura nko asna because so person career ni end dia now mbezo baje trophy na dia obeya esensemu dia ene kopie mu e wo Manchester United o say ha ho kura na kopie mu e wo Manchester United na bibia enye kama nti advice kitua bi o de mam abrante no so no so kopie mu e wo Manchester United na bibia so enye kama e fama abrante na say ho nsem eno no ntete so ne kopie mu dia na say kopie mu e wo eye two coaches na dia omo hwese o metima to omo niam na bibia aya kama e de mam ene omo kopie mu omo ya advisors omo kwa koye nkosua ade kakra e de beboa ama leg no so atimi akoso enti coach and assistant and eko no makopie mu FIFA ho no matoto ne ba ko mienu miensa esi bia aye kama e de mam dis empanifo nyame adom no mtimi kopie mu dia o mehwe se bia be fan e de mam na o maboa ama Ghana leg no so atimi akoso aha nam de nsem nyina ebesi e de mam na Avenue Super Review for no morning show is Super Review nsem enra earthquake kakra esi ma echese nyankopon ewo ho earthquake kakra si ma echese nyankopon ewo ho tinese no nsem ne anope o mde ni nyina ebeblo ni Super Review no o metra se je wakode ene Victoria o metra se na from the nsem ni nyina atimi adiabo nti nkoba bia empre ho kra nsole dabi uko kitchen kra fa phone ko say phone na hwe wo so a fa phone ko na hwe na tie because except says uti say your laptop kra ba bia wuwura say wuwura ba bia wuwura kra for laptop ni de edi wachi na fa wura ho na say no ho ensem no anopa encha kese enkoma ko Jones na say abina bi nyina no wono ene yi mpa ye di mpa ye edi mama bra bo say ba bia enso be kama misa enso na ase kese enkoma mi producer Agyiewaa ko de papa bi ona brinya no produce show yi e ma show yi timi etumpon etuhna kama edmasa enso na ba dia team B ono so abrinya nyina na yewe no pimpia wetu na machines no sound no what in clear say be ya wonso asum e be ya de sa enso na ba dia Father Dixon Junior wono so ene kan ho a wo bo machines no pimpia na me so be gina ha sepe na mayeki kuma yeje na bia na aya kama element Father Dixon Junior wo so na se kese enkoma sa enso na Victoria obolocious na eso no so no bia aya kama abatim ni dia se tim ni nyina Daniela mo ka ho wo mo eboa ama show yi atimi aya kama enti ana bi ensem ni nyina abesi ade ma medi ade Charles na Atuobi nyame adom ochena mede dia nkansuo ni nyina eba peto makrawo.
Hi, this is Samuel Kubo, Chairman for the Youth Employment Agency. I want to entreat all of you to come on board and let's also support, watch and participate in the jewels in the street. It promises to be exciting, revealing, captivating and above all, help us choose the ultimate jewel in the street.
Jumedi, your friend jewel in the street. Efeye, Nebwapa.
The street seems so far. The street is far than reality. If only I'm given the chance. The street is full of jewels. The street seems so far. The street is far than reality. If only I'm given the chance, I wanna shine, shine, shine like a star, shine, shine, shine like a star, shine, shine, shine like a star. don't deter me to go through the process, 'cause I'm ready to shine. I wanna shine. I wanna shine.
20 young ladies from the headquarter business known as Kaye have been taken from a life on the streets. Let's meet our first duo, Munaya.
My name is Munaya. I'm 20 years old. I come from Northeast region. What I like about myself is I'm beautiful. I like dancing and singing. I want to become a beautician. I want to become a beautician because I want to bring beauty to people's life. What makes me happy is when I'm singing, started doing Kaye to help myself and also to help my siblings continue their education. The difficulties I've been through the where to sleep and also the money. It's not easy to get the money. My expectations are that at the end of the apprenticeship, I'll be able to acquire something from it to also help others.
Let's meet our next duo, Zulea.
My name is Zulea. I come from my sister Lawes. I am 22 years old. Some of the things I like about myself are: 1. My height. As I'm too short like that, if we enter anywhere, I normally manage myself to go out. But if the tall people are to go, they have to bend down, and then their waist become pain. I would like to become a nurse if I'm given the opportunity. I think that doing the career work will help me to get something small and continue my education. What encouraged me to be part of this program is that, firstly, I'll be able to get to know a different places which I've never come across in my life since I'm doing the career work. And secondly, there are some activities, even this competition dancing, I've never danced before. But due to the program, I know how to dance once more, as what I did this morning. The dancing was very enjoyable, but I don't know how to dance, and I also managed to do something on the beatings. I'm expecting that before this competition will come to an end, I promise myself to be the first winner of the competition, to do my hard work and how I will talk, apologize to no human being to vote for me. I think doing that thing, I'll be able to win the competition.
Time now to meet our next duo, Rashida.
I'm Rashida. I came from Mungu, Northeast region. I'm 20 years old. What I like about myself is the structure, because not everybody be like the way I am. I want to become a fashion designer. In our hometown, whenever you finish your education, there is no way for you to do and get money for yourself. You always going to farm, and your parents will want you to get married at the early age. So I decided to go to Accra and get some money for myself. When I finished my education, my father wanted me to get married. I told him that if I get married as my age, there are certain things that if you give them, you can't afford it or you will not get it easy. If God wills, if I get this opportunity, I'll make sure that I'll bring it back to our hometown and also train people what I want to happen. I'm pleading with them to vote for me. If I win the program, I'll make sure that whatever we have been suffering in Accra will stop if I only get the opportunity.
Our next duo is Fatima.
Within the Fatima, my fair powers, may you know 26 years old. My person means sizing designer. My semi pesca academic was ready. So me and me and my passer,
Time now for our next duo, Warama.
My name is Warama. I am 80 years. I I come from Upper West region. I like my structure, my color, and the way I associate with people. Like if I'm sitting with people and I hear music and they are saying some things that is funny, I will be happy if I sit among them. I want to become a fashion designer in my future. When I was in the Kaya, we wake up around 4, take your bath, and go to the market. The market there, I was in the yam market. When we were in school, we were praying that maybe someone should help me in future, someone should help me in future. Either maybe you know that back at home, maybe you don't have a support. So, and if someone said, oh, this something, and the person said, I want to help you, you have to do what the person wants to do. So that's what we're going through. I wish if I get a work to do to better my life, I think I'll win it, because anything you guys do, you have to pray to God with you. So I'll keep on praying and work hard, and I know that I'll win it.
Our next role, Doris.
Within the Doris, we free don't my 18 years old. The emperor only like some body to many John. So me madam for na many times. But say me mission fashion design. Kaya na me swan. Me wie adwuma. Na manya me son adwuma. Se me madam a met me shop am. Because e dey we adwuma me na like me na be wa 5 stable attention. 90 minutes so them person fine. They show me crime make adwuma dey say me dem ho be kan wa be boa mo abrabo. Some kasa na like ebisa me asomiti maka and I'm just with my doing.
Our next role is Gifty.
My name is Gifty. I'm 20 years old. I come from Naleru, Northeast region. I like many things about myself because I like to be going to some place I've never been to that place too. The reason why I'm doing this kind, I want to get money and go back and learn the work. I would like to win because I will learn hard and when someone comes to do it, I would like to be standing there and get many things and go. Music makes me happy.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Freedom.
Our next role is Rahinatu.
My name is Rahinatu. I come from Tunu. I'm 18 years old. I want to become a fashion designer in future. What I like about myself is the way I'm fair. I come to do the Kaya Yoga because my parents cannot take care of me. That's why I came to do the Kaya Yoga. I'm crying because my parents cannot take care of me. The lowest amount I've got in a day is 5 CDs. I get the 5 CDs. I always use 1 CD to bath. Use 1 CD to buy food. My parents encouraged me to be part of this program. They said I should come because they don't take care of me. That's why they asked me to come. Because I know I can work hard and I respect you. I will win the prize.
Time now to meet our next juror. She is Amina.
My name is Amina. I come from Tunu, Upper West. I'm 18 years old. I want to become a fashion designer in future. I decided to do the Kayo because when I came, I didn't find any work. When I came to Accra here, I didn't get a place to sleep. I slept at the station. There's no mats or any comfortable place for me to sleep. So we have to sleep on the floor like that. I've been facing a lot of challenges. The things I carry, they are heavy. I came to the yam market to carry yams. So the yams are too heavy for me. Sometimes I get about 10 cedis. That's the highest. I will use 2 cedis for eating. Then 1 cedi for bathing. And then I will save 2 cedis. I want to have fun in this program.
Our next duo is Jara.
My name is Jara from Upper West. Sisale is Tumu Municipal, Chalo. I'm 18 years of age. I like the confidence of myself. What makes me happy is when I share my issues with my mother or a trusted female lady. What makes me sad is when I'm being suspected of an innocent act. I started doing this guy because when I wrote my BEC, there's nobody to support me. I have to come here and make my own money to go back to school. It was difficult sometimes. You will go. The largest amount of money you will get maybe 5 cedis. The whole week you will make up to 50 cedis. And if it rains, when you suffer no place for you to sleep, things will be biting you. It's difficult. Sometimes somebody can come and take you to you carry your things and go somewhere. She won't pay you and she will still insult you. If you are not lucky, the person will beat you. Have nobody to report to. So you have to just take it like that. I need support. When I was at school, I have been dreaming to be a journalist. And when this opportunity
Welcome to the Maiden Edition. On this show, we don't only seek to educate, we entertain, we inform, we put a microscope on your celebrities, we delve deep into their sex lives, celebrity weddings, drama, scandals, parties, flourishing lifestyles, the made to believe. Who's making money in the industry and who isn't? Fashion. Who is popular and who is a celebrity? We'll go deeper into the world of our slay queens, the survival of up-and-coming artists, this and many more. I'm Mama Akosomo, and this is Entertainment Pulse. Entertainment just so and our by now we go so morning break jumedi so edian me just why ama Akosomo na entertainment just so na ebe hwe nsensem bi a ekoso ewo entertainment industry ye hwe na aba na mo ai ne kan nsensem na watwetwe mu ye bae ye ne ye de nsem ni na aba besi ebe hwe osebo so ho nsensem ebe koso ahwe Snoop Dogg ni AY poyo omo so ne omo de ba ya kwakwaji abrafo nkrato na ansa na ye beko no and say call YouTube ko subscribe you hear videos ni bi ni na e wo ho no me aye de dada ni na ho Facebook leave your comments and also ya be kan ama pepepe follow your Twitter follow your Instagram and so ya kwa kwaji abafo nkrato ye beba sisia. In some no ye shase no ye be shase fi rapper Snoop Dogg, American rapper Snoop Dogg, and AY Poyo, any American comedian Michael Blackson, Instagram live video ano mo kasa. E wa na Snoop Dogg so ba no be endorse AY Poyo, AY Poyo, rapper back up organ, goats back up. Endorse ne say you ne rap style no any the dressing sense a very good pan or no Snoop Dogg na ni je ho yie pan no onya obi te se no pan bebre ne so be mienu miense bia enum tuom no mbe ya de pan yi na Snoop Dogg so wunum yi aka e kakra na AY Poyo so de ba be ka ho nti AY Poyo na Snoop Dogg aye den I endorse no e wo ne nyum na otunim ye to aseso a efiahwa mahama ge ba akope otumfo nana efia hwa so ne ye de 500,000 Ghana cedis abon say boom e wa sem bi okoka fa CEO of P Mobile Communications Philip say Philip nya de fe okoka nsem bebre fa Philip ho a na nya mpa na Philip de na court ISU no for 500,000 Ghana cedis nti efia hwa sisi a no 500,000 Ghana cedis na ye de abo no eno na be mo wagya ensem na oguso keka na say nkrofo ho nsensem ne de o se eno ane waduane a obekuzu ayeden aka nti eno no ye nsem no se de beko bia e wo fi ahwa ho nsusu ye de ba bebo ama wate ase yie pa na ba na mo aso ne kan nsensem ne medi kan kai ne kan no na afi ono akasa DVL fo be ka ebe issue warrant say omo car no omo nim ho asem bia na car na registered plate na registered number dadaada na enye na ba na mo number no ena na ba frɛ onipa ko na brantie na odi Range Rover ne brand as birthday gift bi sa ne se na adan na oyesa na brantie ne se oh na me car no me de fa obi su se onto enye den efa mbro nti car dealership fo no omno me di sa adwuma ne nti enhwehwem omko hwehwe mu a car dealership no boss na oho ne se ono so smart two boys bi se omfa car ne mbra adwuma mu ho no omfa mbra na aba ena omo so se na omo pese omo twi car na obi an bi so omasem bi enti ena omo tam number plate bia bi ebo ho keke ena omo de baaye na omo ye very sorry say e din sensem abre na aba na moa na obetimi de ache omo mfa nche omo na ensem no so ompaga na phone na ache emo omo say omo anye ne yie so omo de asem ahye na aba na moa kon ho sa yet what was no so eno baroni eno baroni no say onti ase say yehu oba oye rapper pa na tag the female rapper and I say female dancehall artist and I say female gospel musician yeni na enya mic ba kuna na yeni na yekura na yeni na enya nyum to ba kuna na yeto ana tanke betumi a yemfre ni na artist ni enjai sa male rapper any female rapper na female dancehall artist no na eyeye ne sa na ema mma no enhye omun kran say ejuma no omu beye ne ye efise ehu ni say emmema no ene kura ejuma ni na no eno de ora pekra sing mema bebre nti ebeye anka yenjai sa female rapper na female wan na ye frefro ni enfro mu ni na artist na ejuma no omu ni na ene womu enra be 11 PM na extra mo kakre bi si ba 3 times in crime patemu baby ene kumase won baby ena when di say woso kakra yi ena when di say so start here so opa nyame ache say hey na me mesrew masisi a na obasisi a enwum fu amabone enwum bone amabone nsem amakeka ni na no minyi ni se mekọ heaven ntino China enwum ene megya ni na abo na why den waba matima ko heaven ye nti ye hwe when di say enim say obabo nyame nwum foforo osakra ye no ye hwe no wasan ate afaso biem esan ko bo foforo nti ene ne ye san hwe say so wakase wasakra na onsan mo ne nwum ni biem no ye bere say yi obesan kwakobo ana say obabo nyame nwum ye to aseso a Captain Planet Captain to the Planet Captain Planet no so ono ne nwum no oboma mma iti obonyum bi otro nyum bia na ode oba ho adwen ena esi ne trim ebi se emma hu hia yie pan na no ne nyum no hra emma nko aneto emmema nto na no ye bi se Captain Planet emma na eto nyum no obody ninti no mo to nyum na se o voice ninti no mo to nyum ama nti na oye nyum ti Captain Planet ho ne ye nya mu chicheche mu kakra bi ba chicheche mu kakra maya ki eni baje ho pa de nti a emma no eni agi a onyum no no mutie a omoto nti a emanti na outro enyumi ensam ne to so ye ko medical so medical AMG medical na honorable Kennedy Japan tu ne fumre bi say ebe ya anka ni sika na ode ye niam basa no toto cars no ya part ni ade no ebe ya onfanye investment on toto nsase onsisi adan ni ade Yenim se anka yenu abema medical yi waje asemi atomo ba fa Kennedy asemi no no so abaye sikani se yewra Kennedy na wa na nnura na medical kotwa bet 20,000 Ghana cedis na eno no medical ska ahia na openti otwa bet 20,000 anana wunim se nkrofo na nya de ombetime wini match no anom be hye bompo ti medical kotwa bet 20,000 na bet na dia no afa ne kon ho dadadadada we nya ni sika back ni 20,000 nso so a akoka kam nti si ehu ne se efutuo ensakra nipa na age senso he 20,000 yanka ultimate de to cement ekogu asase so start si wudan enso wo de ekotwa bet ama na yewka ti ebe yanka medical san wachi efutuo na Kennedy 2 no ti eniye na be den ebe boa o ana na ba na mo ofre car dealership woni wieye no a o mo ka che ne se o mo ye sorry se boys no yes ade no wa na call straight ko register car no na register the car no fresh N120 o person chiro bia say you me de ene de enye se me share da na me di 2050 ne ko sen car na ho eno na enye me na me ye me wo me ho na ye de car ne bre me 2050 no e bo no no akọ register na N120 ai na ba 120 no mo bi ehun say you have a range no ne de ya na munyai se okohan na dan for range di be di ni birthday ai obetima to range munyai sa na dan for range and mpo a din ti atwato asoso Jackie Apia ai sensational actress Jackie Apia ba ko pegana ni na Jackie Apia na ne fan bi e Kumase abrante ye tu efi Kumase abankran krom ha se tata ge yi sa be busumi ni akire ni de bia tata offer house minie e de ya baya the drawing ebere Jackie Apia na wana Jackie Apia se bra wa ye bia ye jai no obi susu nya kakra to issue restraining order ma abrante ne se be wi owo na abrante ne ntimi me ne kra biem efisa abrante ne de bia obeba bia no asamfofo no de ba odware kra not an impumachi ai ne impumachi de na oka o aware ya by force wa sha wo so be ware nti abrante ya issue restraining order ma ne ntino ya twe no efi Jackie Apia ho na insem ni ye de be wie no nso san ye di kwa wie ye ye de osebo won sem ai na ba baby daddy no se me enfre ne sant mejai osebo won sem o se ne skirt no sha ase ye hye basa no ani ye ka won sem be mo hye skirt ya do fi Scotland ana oso no nye Scottish no ye Ghana ni mu a nti ne skirt na no an obe hye skirt no hye straight dress na me bisa say na ne package ne niema na egu nanim no de fa hin wo skirt ni na osebo si skirt no de buy no enu na nansi ye tokra wo ne shop ho no ye to si ntade bia oton nti skirt no innovation nti mema ni na emra na omumbe to skirt no mo nhye na mema hye skirt na ye ma so ya hye de osebo omumbe to skirt na ye emma na nso so no ye be hye de aha ene ye de entertainment gist no ebe ba na wieye na morning break jumedie ni NCU na Agyiewaa ene na ya Kessewaa e the newspaper review no enso bro didwa tinase ye be san ba.
Welcome to the maiden edition. On this show, we don't only seek to educate, we entertain, we inform, we put a microscope on your celebrities, we delve deep into their sex lives, celebrity weddings, drama, scandals, parties, flourishing lifestyles, the made to believe. Who's making money in the industry and who isn't? Fashion. Who is popular and who is a celebrity? We'll go deeper into the world of our slay queens, the survival of up-and-coming artists, this and many more. I'm Akosomo, and this is Entertainment Pulse.
worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
Alright, my name is Nesta Lenas. I'm the General Manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in the way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about, the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional man guard security services. These are professional guards we recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things: theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them. To defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack. So, long story short, basically those are the two things as a company provide.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
Opportunity was being given to me. Those that were for me said they will support me to achieve my future career. That's what made me to join the program. My expectation after this program is I should be able to be the person I have been dreaming to be, and aside that, I will manage with those careers I was being with to also get to better places like I will be. I will make sure I work hard through all the competition so that nobody can beat me.
And our next duo, and she is Rafia.
My name is Rafia. I'm 20 years old. I come from Northeast region. What makes me happy is that if sometimes I see somebody smiling, I'll be happy. I'm doing this career because I want to help myself to further my education. When I was doing the career at the station, I've been carrying garden eggs and pepper, the full sacks. I've been carrying that one. At times I wake up at 4 a.m. By then I'll be carrying it until by 12 going, I'll finish carrying it. Sometimes I'll get 10 cedis, sometimes 15 cedis. It depends on the work or the market. Sometimes when the market is very bad, I'll get 5 cedis or 7 cedis a day. I'll use that one with my bath and then eating. Sometimes when it's raining, you have to wake up until the rain got off. If I be in this program, I will not carry car again. That encouraged me to join this program. In this program, I expect to become a hairstylist after the end of this program. I can win this program because I have to work hard so that people will vote me to win this program.
Latifa.
My name is Latifa. I'm 20 years of age. I came from Gambaga, North East region. I like my color, my shape, and my different. Things that make me happy: dancing, singing, chatting with my friends. Things that make me to go to Gambaga in the evening. Maybe the rain, we just stand until finish. And the thieves, they will come and collect your money. And the boys too, they will come and be disturbing you that you should come. If you say you will not come, they will decide to beat you. Things that encourage me in this program: they said if you want school, they will send you back to the school. That's the thing that make me to come and join this program. Things that I'm expecting this program: if we finish the competition, they should try their possible best and send me back to the school. God knows who will win.
Our next jewel is Aisha.
My name is Aisha. I'm 18 years of age. I'm from Upper West. What makes me happy is whenever I watch television, dance, that makes me happy. What makes me sad is whenever I sit, keep quietly, I become sad. The reason why I started doing the kayo is I want money to go back to school. When I was doing kayo, when I wake up in the morning, I'll brush my mouth, take my pan, go out and carry on. When I came to Accra, I get lost. And the day that I get lost, I went and sit somewhere behind the shop door, and the person come and chase me away. And that's what I wish I would never come here. What encouraged me to join this program is my mind told me that if I join this program, I'll become somebody in future. What I want to get at the end of this program is that I want to be a winner of this program. I'm going to work hard for the public to see and vote for me.
Our next jewel is Atika.
I'm Atika. I'm 19 years old. I come from Wungu, North East region. I want to become a hairstylist. I started that when I do kayo, I'll get small money and go back. But if you sit our hometown, you won't get any money. So I feel that if I came here, I'll get money. I stayed in Tama Station. We sleep outside. When I wake up in the morning, I bath and take my pan and going around and looking for someone to take me, and I'll take her, things go, and he give me money. When that person give me money, the money is not reach me, I'll go around again and I'll get small money and go take bath and money that money and sleep. I'll put 2 cedi on susu and use 2 cedi for food and use 1 cedi for bath. What makes me happy that I want to dance.
Sister Kus, Mama Sadiano, yeah,
Our next jewel is Lydia.
My name is Lydia. I'm 22 years old. I'm coming from Northern region. What I like about myself is I'm very open and I like people and so kind to anyone at all. I don't ignore whether good or bad. What makes me happy is I feel proud of myself and I know I can do it one day. What makes me feel sad is maybe sometimes I'll be lonely without having anyone to talk to. Sometimes I become tired and I feel so sad. Maybe when I'm carrying a carry going to do, seeing my classmates and students coming from school, sometimes when we are walking, the way people will be treating you, the way they will be insulting you as an carrier, they will say, like, as if you are not part of human being. What made me come is, I know with God, all things are possible. When I was coming, I was a bit afraid, but when I came, I see that it's a different thing altogether. What encouraged me is, I know if I come here, I'll benefit from this program and I'll learn a lot of things from here. I'll be expecting to be the winner. Something is telling me there is a great thing here. My encouragement to myself, the way I see myself, the way I believe in me, I know and I think I can win.
Our last two jewels for this evening are Mary and Martha.
My name is Mary. I'm coming from another region, Chamba. I'm 18 years old. Whenever I'm with my twin sister, I'm happy. If my twin sister is not with me, I'm not happy. I started doing carry because I need money to go to school. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'll do is to pace, wash my face, and start looking for yams to carry. A day I make 10 cedi. What I regret being coming to Accra is the way I'm carrying the load. I'm suffering, I'm getting tired. If I look around, there's nobody to help me. I feel like going back, but I need money. I'm expecting to get more funds, to be somebody in future. By the grace of God, I will win. Because I don't know how I'll come and meet you, so God brought me here. So by God willing, I'll win the program.
My name is Martha. I'm coming from Northern Region, Chamba. I'm 18 years old. I like about myself because I'm slim and I'm fair in complexion. If I see my sister and I'll become happy.
It's not true.
The reason why I start doing Cairo is because I want money to go to school. I'll wake up 2 o'clock and I'll go and I can pick somebody load from Agyiewaa to station Monkwele, where somebody can give me 3 cedi, 4 cedi, 2 cedi. I have no choice to say I will not collect. I will collect. On a normal day, I can get 30 cedi or 15 cedis. The day market is not good. I make 7 cedis in a day. What encouraged me to join this program is they will make me big in future. I'm very happy and I'm proud of myself. I'm expecting to be somebody in future. People to see me and they'll be afraid of me. They say, see that career you get. Now she's not big.
Ebusiafo anɔpɛ nso emra so se the newspaper review no etwa so morning break dwumadi a MATV de bro no ai sanya obehu na ekoso ewo man mu nyina yebebo so nyina de yama kai say global sky security ene so yasin na ya Kessewaa endra de Agyiewaa ko holidays na minim say kimpiski ana we no koye de a ni nyina de be cha say Charles betna ha je say Syria hodro de o ma mesiri pant ko so ana hweye link na wo no tap so a dwumedie no obenya bia hwe na afen so o de comment na ba ma comment no embra ohu ebasa na na yekenkan na yehu ni a wo so odwen e wo ne ba bebuboso ne ba bebuboso de odwen se he we mene ne nya adwen we mene ne ya adwen no e na fabra se wo ne America ha nti no pepepe ne Thursday 25th June 2020 na chese afi na ekọ na wie ya anu no obehu anan se de akogu na de to aso so eba na chese eno so eno no nti Agyiewaa ye kra the mindset of the wise no ye to aso sa e de ama is in series nti episode kogu na chese de to aso no so asan ato aso aba ma akọ aba no pen ahwefo se membisa se wukọ kimpiski ana se wukọ de kaka hu ya an se kimpiski no how to make kan bi a emomiensa bi na ndi o matwa picture gu plate won na de keka hu kakra na ndi o bi aba ebi wo ha
me package wo de kama ene jamede bremo enti wenya enjoy ye bi enim kwa de interest wa wani ti ade amede ba ye
so smile no play
na ya wo se ni amkana no ya ene ya fo eda na the mindset of the wife medie nane ya o de fasha asie mum e wo brofu no fama
ye be sha asie e wo ye brofu man the mindset of the wise no na chese series papa no didi so na de wo mu bia no also asonte ha nti ye sha so say he understands that the difference between the mindset of the wise and the mindset of the foolish are as follows. That is a did so no. Or say one no, he understands that when it comes to God, he is love to the extreme and discipline to the extreme. And that two no say his love does not confuse his principles.
Mami momu kakra ewo ho no say, remember, do not confuse the love of God with his principles. She eba ne say nyame do na o chese wono ankasa e na oyo odo ema ni sina se ba ne nhihye nso de a bibia esisi su ye se ba ne say nyame nhihye ya. God's love for you doesn't determine your success on earth, but his principles determines how well you do on earth and how successful you will become. So don't be praying when you are supposed to be working. There is time for everything. Have a good morning. Nti aba ne say nyame edo na nyame na ono ankasa ne odo no se wo po odo ne pa dia wo do na ankasa eni nyame no na nyame ne nso owo ne nhihye chese nhihye no eye onu nyame na eba nse odo ma ni si ne nhihye nso sa pepepe na esi na se wendi ne nhihye ne so a wo betwe waso senia esese oye no na onu nyame ne de once santa seni onyumtuni no eto ne nyom nyame a otie se nyame a yesom no once santa emfa ho eni chese emre no emfa ho ne de ebekosu bia ogusu eye nyame a once santa abibia seni otie no saa na wotie enre nyame no ono a eni eni nyame no wo chena so ono a ene bekoso aye nyame a oye no sebane se untumi nka se nyame do nti wundi nechi se emfa ho ne se ne odo so wendi ne hihye ne so asotwe se wonsa ka no nsa ebeka saa asotwe ne aka nso hu se bibia ene ne mre nyakopo bo wiase no bibia ewo ne mre hwe wo soru mpa wo mre a wudi dware wo mre a wode eye chese wo mre a wudi obibia mre a ye wo mre a di ye adwuma ene ye wo mre a ye di sum nyame wo mre a di ye bibia hwe Bible ni mpocho osam na meyeti asese ensa enye adwuma no endidi o etisa wo de osoro de bia no waka wonsa ahye wo de mrifem na wusi ho na me ho kiri mi na wusi asoro de me de ofi asoro we na okwa asoro we na se wampe bibia anya a hemfa na wobenya sa adwuma ne empo na waye nti bibia ewo ne mre nye mre a wo de beye adwuma sa mre no na wo de kwakosi asoro de nse wo nkwa na wo mpa ye kan hu se bibia wo ne mre na yendi sa emre ne so nana ya
Agyiewaa asema woken on say o kasa no bitie wudin efi say obi betena wo say ene me ne sika e de me ma bedi kra e de enso no okwa sorry dem ha sika ebeka so onyi bia no ene obeyi se na yakopon ka se yemfa 1% man he osofu tumi bottle ho gban o si we dem mekoya yesi e mawawe beyeye we dem mekoya yesi me beyeye na chese wakoyi sika na to gban obefi o se ndie me dem ne me ba bedi kraye ni bi nti yen kan ne yen di yakopon mra ne so ye bom paye no se ne okan ye no enye da bia na ene hiri baba na yigu ho sa mpaye ne de ye bebo obu ho kra ye wa sorry kra bia nyakopon me da wase kra wan ka bi odi ahye na koma mu se he asori dem mu pe na metumi abom paye bi yeyi nti thank you kra bo nyakopon so obe sorry no wadware ne ne makeup ahudu ye ni ye rector be see makeup do bi wo ho na wo ye a chese ye de paper ye MTN card uyi sim ne film ade e ka no Agyiewaa no no de beti nanim say ya na je say
odi ahohoro
odi ahohoro so
ye hwe obi a eba ne se we ya etwa konkronu mu a nea wunya no esese wudi mu ohanche mu edu etinye den emma nyame wo hu ne no na ohanche mu du na 10% no wo be hu na obi si yesa wo be ma amana bro na so no ye adwuma no na fenya se wo hu na bribia wo de ntosu dudu no na chese wu yi masa mi wa no wa umpe bibi ya bibia odisi aso dem a emwa na the mindset of the wise no eba ni say nyame ne hyehye na mra pon na wodi so asomi busa o say wa wuti fie eba ni say nyame hyehye nyame mra pon na wodi so sai na wusifa ya wonne mafa wo mra wodi ye ubi bia kai hu say senya meka no ncho say me say ensa enye adwuma endidi nti de bia da wo sori na sa wo de wonsa ehye wo dem rifem ekosi aso de ma nia wo hwehwe no enya ade a wonsa be ka na ba ne say the mindset of the wise na wo no de nyame aka no wodi nyame hyehye bia esese wodi so pepepe ofa ne nyame aka no pepepe edidi ni dwuma so onim say nyame na nkasa oye wodo na nyame na nkasa mponche say onye odo keke wono ankasa na oye odo no nti enkoso say yebehu se ne abibia yebetoto ye niema ede afa ne edi nyame emu apon anase ne hyehye ne so
na kaka de aba metimu sisi ana so ukotro exams a ene ebeyi 1 week bia to say he ene fasting and prayers obi de ne ho be hye fasting and prayers na ne book kura won bi emu chese nyankopon de yesi ye bom paye mana ene obetie na ne mpai bo obe sorry abosa na ne book no eda baby nti enye no na mindset of the wise no e ka kire yo say ye nyame afemu no na ya nso ye de ye ya afemu de say we start bibia na we start say we sua de na we sua de nti sa na mindset of the wise no e kire
for you control so he de si bibi the magic pen magic pen
amakwaji wa sorry dem
akwaji wa so dem we sua de na we de control kra wo betwa why na dada why na ka kire wo mutimi nkwaje magic pen wo bra wo sua de na wo nwen se wo control so hwe ni bia nkunidie ebe ye wo de ye ni hihye so hwe nyame osi wo be ye yie wo de nhihye bia atugo akwam se di san hihye ni so na fa ye yie a mutimi ka se yo me de nyame dome ma ne bro so nti mani hihye ni so kra bebem me ka kire se wo dada wo wendi nyame hihye anasa na nwu apon ni so a enya de a ebebem ede ama wo da nti kakra anope mi wo eka edema on the mindset of the wise no ha na Agyiewaa ye dibesi na ya
na chese when ni mbra so enya ade a nia ediwe nso no ebetumi abemu ama no na edi akogu about the mindset of the wise ne ye de bro no nti nia obeye bia no de tosunum na hent nia obeye bia no na odi botaye pa etu ata echire na the edu so hot news platform MATV ya create na chese nkofo bebe na was na news from the tutu mu say ya ene uni bando na mesi okoto bando na ene wi ya news twagu say ya na mienu bia ye de beto aso ye mreni to na afi de ye de obokata mu nsem no yakomu de de hyase ya papa Kennedy ne ho sense o say Ghanaian politician and businessman Kennedy Japan has alleged that Prophet Agyiewaa has a hand in the death of Afro dancehall star Ebony Rains. According to the Member of Parliament for Asin Central, the founder and overseer of Prophetic Hill Chapel plotted the death of the former Rough Town Records label signee, adding that he has evidence to back his claims. Backing on his TV, monitored by mynewsgh.com, Kennedy Japan called a lady on phone from the United States to give account on how Agyiewaa planned the death of the late dancehall diva Ebony. According to the lady in question, Niger wanted to kill her the same way he planned the death of Ebony, but God saved her. I just say, your papa dear Abba, no, Agyiewaa.
As a way, honorable, I am compare Kennedy, a Japan. I don't know bet to just against I. Banny say Ebony, so dear, say, when you be dear him,
hey, Nani won't so dear Ghana for Becca say, a shocking price, see a pan.
Then on some more, they ever to Jan and any abaya ba confidence of to your church says, now so nine prophet and Copesta will fast so edikum monos round the edge. Nyame adoma nyame suma de bofo pa no e ma ne ba bedroom no nti ai owu amena no chese wo koduru ano pe anka chese ye wo ne kondi a shem se ne ye de ye eboni no na so on de eja nyame do ni nti wotumi etete ne ho pepepe na ne ya
na chese nyankopon na abo no ho ba nya sade anko no so ye ne ebete okonu kuro ma ba na ne egban se ne tu eboni ye to aso won sem no do say senior seismologist has advised Ghanaians to brace up for more earth tremors this year, and even that could lead to earthquakes. Nicholas Opoku, who is with the Geological Survey Authority, said Ghana's capital city, Accra, in particular, is an earthquake-prone area and therefore could suffer the natural occurrences anytime. Mr. Opoku gave this hint on TV3 the New Day in an interview on Thursday, June 25th. This comes in the wake of multiple earth tremors recorded in many parts of Accra Wednesday night, occurring 3 successive times in a space of 10 minutes. The earth tremors got many out of their rooms. Aside Accra, other areas such as Cape Coast, Kessewaa, and Soweto in the central region also experienced the tremors.
Na ne ya TV there.
Oh, na me no be kasa. E na no ka chem say ne da na wo so. Na m say dey kra na hunam na me. Wo ya ma me kra me pie fi mi dey na me ka che so dey hold on na che say me ka te ko no na say oni pa kra dey ka chem say earthquake na say earthquake ba me no be ye ko na dey emfa mu mbra maso nyina. Ene me ka te ko na me pie ko hwe na obi a hye ne dey na m so ene e bia bibi na esi wo ho sa na enye ho pe o chese esisi ankasa enya asem beto akara wo ho
oso na wo yakọ
na me yakọ oh na abo me kai time bo bana de asa na de asa
na say father dey sing
oh na enye bana ye ka business bi
business dey be mesika ba de ya we nya de be menkola be fi de be mesika aba efi aha no honkomo nti enu ano ebi bo hu pa ta no pe mi bedu adwuma ma se say chance aba enu ade ye bo hu ye pa aha nti no se mem se ebi ana won so umpotem honum bibi sa akoso o se na etie kasa so awe ye ani die kitu abi keke ai obete sa asa dan ni him kakra so enjuru dan ni wa ha nti akokoso efifiri ma enye nkran pupu ni ma tem ha se nko a ukopiem ewo mfimfiri mantem nso a ebi esi saa wo ka so a aha no na chese wona wo hwe santem so no ompani ba ko de aba betu dia wo chese oh we ya hyase fe ni ebe hu na kase pa aha chese we de ye bibi ketu abi kura na asase wo so na nkata mpo de enye yinitire nti bibi saa ba ma je hye de mu se beba nti ma we nka hu se we ya ba ne de aha se ne osipati ase no sa ene bekoso e de aba won krempumpu ni mantemase
na o kai ba ku ya me we fi afini mu ma ye nyina ye chese ye se ye kodina park so emben
na me we say chess
emben den bia na ne
mo kukuru mo chobos ne eja o mo trunk e o mo pe ba bia
entu makuru ye ho na chese o pe park bi so agina chese dan bi kra pe se e be ben wa ma
ye gina ho afia ma
hwe amba na chese ye se obi we de prank ankasa wo ye se o tini fi o se he ene Ghana for me show be the serious ene ma me fa bibi fa mu kakra na chese
e na wo head mistress for wo mu dwane
na wo dwane
mo ko mo trunk no chobos na asas ne mu pa ya o trunk no chobos na no na e beji wo
e bi obeda so na e na confirm se ne enya land ya be ho ani gbu na eno so e ho na Agyiewaa ba ku bi abaye fentwa so e wo hot news platform say the prices of petrol and diesel in Zimbabwe is to more than double with immediate effect. The country's energy regulatory authority has announced the increase of 150% comes a day after the Zimbabwean dollar fell by more than 50% against the international currencies. This happened after the central bank removed a fixed currency exchange rate in the place since March and introduced a weekly foreign exchange auction. Zimbabwe has been plagued by fuel shortage for years, compounded by a lack of foreign currency.
Dollar. Ghana see the year to America time the side speed and ya the kids well.
Who can and no so can
Chese would the American asset in the time on what time is our one children walk when we are so. I no and I'm so I could pay with Zimbabwe dia. A banny say fool alone the go machine to a and a buono. A pimba when in dinner and maybe crown who quite she and the mom papa patches answer and I'll be able to be a goosey. Na eyede $90 no won to ne bo hand ka che se cha se won to ne bo na TV ento no na park de so no enyo no nko ane dia
na che se o fa che se Charles to ne bo $1 no so be to ne bo no
aha sa pepe
eno de wuwi a one na asem
na CD na kwa akoto no so wahu
wuwi a ne na asem na ono so de osomu a de onya wie ebusi afo ye de mu nsem na akogu dia na che se newspaper ne mu no aye de bokrat no na ye ba be hwe eno so mu nsem na front page of Daily Graph say civil aviation requests 100 million Ghana cedis bailout and also wahai demonsem na bemba say government to reconstruct demolished properties of Nigerian High Commission in demonsem wahai de bebro. The Ghanaian Times say 2 ministers admitted at UGMC ATU confirmed COVID-19 case. So say NDC old voter ID cards against EC. EC stops Imani and also have from joining cases as friend of court. Now after so government undertake to restore demolished building at Nigerian High Commission. Now just especially Ayokobo tree and Nifonye Edaha kama. Now the Ghanaian Times and say no do's and don'ts ebano. And they don't about say don't leave hair down on face. Say ni abe hu ye TV so na ni yetiri egu ye chifefefo bo hu Agyiewaa. They say eti we start the friend Delilah. And why in fair and also and on an face so I say don't pull below nose and we share nose marks now not just say found tone now say since your police for no just a we share nose marks now say and down when so now say and our body as say ni na the just we share nose marks in timane da when there and no be the papa now face don't wear on forehead and ni na come so the best our body as say so the better mama so say me nim say we dey hwe wi ase there no so there me nim na no so eno no nti ye hwe
na ye ban say mask na ahun say bi no mo ho ati say dia meja mi de yegu mechi say yi say koba ne say wo chichira na ade na ahun say wu nwini ade
na wa so
be rap wu be sum de gina de wa pempe mu kra ha ati say na ya amakoso mu be no wa chichira ne kama na ha wo chichiri gina so say na wo kwanchi on chese kwan da ho kama wo be chichira ha wa chichira kama wo sane so a wa sane na kama
some no sane obe ye fo ebu wo ha ne o so mu say ya eno ase wa twi say ya nti enu kwa say sane ye no wo do sa hye wa so echi wo yi ne kama ene say ya so wo de besi a wo de tu nsuo mu prekupo no wasi enye say wo de koto ha ene Saturday mesi ni ama na say Sunday mesi ni ama na mesi aka ho besi na mu ho a se ne ebe ye na COVID-19 no ye betu ase
na na ya ansa na mbre be fikura se ne ne ye ka yabobo do se don't so say mampani de mraba se ba ne se max ne hye na ye o hye ye chewa ye fa fam na kwan so ebi mu titi gratis mu ya na enramentumi ama se ne enu anavem ne wo pa sa me ba be kasa asem
na na sa ye di na wo ko ne
wo mpo wu se tindi invite us na wa nkwa na ya ye nsem bebre na se mitumi etwa fa ho no mansa na ni nyina ye dwuma ne bia na ye point ma ye kwa hu se American House ya police for ni jinjiro na ye hwen e mu dra no se abrante ba ko se krachi mu no smash wo se be ref meja wo fi chance na do ma police ni no na se meja wo fi nche se weja wo fi de ana beti na omo ye no se driver gina eno mu si ye mu so nyina ti bia wa na se Akosomo video ade no ma intenten because we ehia pa ye hwe dia ye de be ye no e dia branch esi ye sika yi onya na wutu driver o se a police for ne say mentwen Akosomo kokopi onum na okwakosom say a police for achi de ne be fa emra kwanso ti o de afi o san betra kan mo meja branch am na ba betra ehyenim saa kopim say wodi ko si wala pass
Atuobi hye ya na wa ma na Atuobi
say eti e be sre pa esa next time osan ko baby a won hye eya ye momode antwe omaso Ghana ha de wantwe nipa na so a wonnyai aha ye ntwe omaso emra bo ho no mu enye se emra ne da ho keke na atete obia egusu de obese yare no egusu a epemede ko nanim won a wo hye mu nose mask kwempo kire wom na wo a wo se won hye
ene maame bi eche no say na me ne ba ko nyina na tena ka mu na de o say ono ne ehu no na ne de ne hye no ebia ne te ka mu ahye so ye ehu no se de ye ne ehu ne edi mu adanse so ye ehu no hye bi wo de wo hye wo hye da wa bodwe ase na che say ye ma ne praye ne hwe mo ma ye mpra mo ma ye titi gatem na Ghana ha nka say ye gata bi wo ha wo hu ase gata mu pen ni mo ma ni sim no titi na wo hwe nkofo mo address hye so mo kwa adwuma omusi gata ma menji ni se next time po ofifia ni we be fi no nose mask be se bibia yira wo ho bibia yira no ho bo ho na nose mask no asa na chi no akofa
obi so no na be ka se na osumesi kura bra ye duru san potem we kura no hye bi
ya anya ne hye
mi so ra mi duru okra me hye esa emwa ye hye ni akasa ye fam ye ho ba ye fi yare no.
Yeah, to also a front page of Daily Guide, or the Supreme Court jettisons Imani gang as a new registered judge today. Now, so government can buy Wyoming property in our house. Savannah schools ready after disinfection. Police pick two over Nigerian mission property case. Not just say or match Roman on high. The Muslim na ever bro. Now Daily Graphic. And a year shall say a one same no na front page, you know. Then the ones I make catch say Daily Guide, so as some kakra just say story no more so they shall say a free front page you into no say we canning now more. Yeah, shall say or say civil aviation requests 100 million Ghana cedis bailout. The Ghana Civil Aviation Authority has requested 100 million Ghana cedis government bailout to support its operation till the end of the year. The Director General of the GCAA, Mr. Simon Alote, told the Daily Graphic yesterday that the authority had lost nearly 95% of its revenue stream due to COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent closure of borders. The GCAA, which drives its revenue mainly from air traffic control services, safety charges for passengers and cargo, and fees for overflying the country's airspace, suffered dwindling fortunes when the country's borders were closed on March 23. As a first step to contain revenue shortfall, the management of the authority had agreed with the Workers' Union and other staff association on a 50% temporary pay cut effective April this year. The bailout is expected to keep the GCAA operational until the resumption of normalcy. Even when the normalcy is restored, we expect that things will not improve immediately. It will be gradual till we reach full normalcy, he said.
Ntiwe Daily Graphic wakata no na ye de ehya ase amamne ne jumbo so ne da etoso aduonunu e wa afimpinu ene aduona chese ena no akaka kre bi na chese di jumbo so me no akogu nchese ya gboro July mu anan chese afenu ya chemu mienu agboro anefanu
the kwa we ya no Agyiewaa agbohu ana ne December 31st 90 ya prepare your white atu na chese
see, ye shensem na se dia Ghana Civil Aviation Authority for Director General eni Owura Simon Alote ne wodi nsem bi eto Daily Graphic for enu ma watch say koba say se na COVID-19 yare baaye no obenimbo suminum no ye dura obenimbo sum ne da na etoso aduonu miensa no Ghana mampeni na danko ekufu ade beka sai ye toto ye borders ni nyina mu an se na ebeye na chese plane bi entum koma ne adnan kofa yare bia emma ewo mo no no chese ahom mo yie papa mo musika sem chese atete apansama wo mo ye ho hwea enyiye no na chese wo mo sre wo mo pese wo mo nsa eka 100 million Ghana cedis no eni ska chese wo mo hwe anim e free aban ho se na ebeye na wo mso mbetoto nema na bibia etumi atoto de no na Owura Alote oto asno chim na chese yare ne de aha adwuye papa nanso ansa na omusika sama ebesa afa ne ntoma pa efra no nya prekope na ye nkakran senti omosra se wo monsa ekasa iska we a nkebe buo papa wo maso ye ho no sesi ade mse bia hya ase ye adwuma ekoba enesa
And just omo purchases can omo enya na se COVID-19 free wide enye say free wide na bia sika na ba no dey omo djuma o se nia ye ka say we are not in normal times na che say new normal pan na ye hu ni obehu product this be the new normal aye ye timo pants no mo say aban say sika no omo benya na che say djuma bi edam ani so no omo de edi wo ho na page 5 page 3 so and I drew a daily graphic. No, see, the government has decided to rebuild the demolished building within the premises of the Nigerian High Commission to its original state. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Ms. Shirley Ayokobotri, has said. In addition, the government will take immediate steps to engage those who and all stakeholders to address the impasse to help calm tension, the minister said at a press conference in Accra yesterday.
To hear crack any far etoso me asa na eho energy gina I Michelle Ayokobocho fe ni mfoni a wa we de amani African print papa pe bi a
chese papa mekwa ko hwe bi atokra nya asem keso
chese we green ni bi ha ene hye na kama na ode nsem aba na o chese ye hwe Nigeria High Commission a chese enipa bonfo bi kokodwirigu ya sesi ade aban wo mai so mo bebo asane be no mo be sentimi aden ekukurasi onum te senia na etie na no Michelle Ayokobotri ono na ode nsemi etudwa enra o blaches wona nsentwefo ehia no
na je so wo hwe de wa edan esi akoye na che se etemu bubu na mo se si ni na na che se ni aya na ye che se otu ase na ni o se si ni foforo if se dan de he iron wrong si kochia na we wadwu so ukoye ni ye wan hwa na bia bibia ba akosikra na akoye nsem foforo. Inside Africa, page 5 of Daily Graphics saw and see all African countries now have COVID-19 lab testing capacity. WHO chief, all African countries have now developed laboratory capacity to test for the coronavirus, the Director General of the World Health Organization said yesterday. Tedros Adhanom also warned that the pandemic was accelerating. The most recent 1 million cases of COVID-19 were reported in just 1 week. Tremors said during a virtual conference on COVID-19 vaccine development and access across the country. The WHO chief added that over 220 vaccine candidates are currently being worked on and are urged that the vaccine will be available and developed at an unprecedented scale.
If you say there, you do crack in fa etosu enuna ora Tedros no de nsem ababetu dia wo kire say wono no Director General the World Health Organization na ode nsem betu dia o ka say we inside Africa countries now hande ban say COVID-19 lab testing capacity in there dey wo monsa akebia chese African countries dey wo bia no chese important ye COVID-19 senia esifa epim ko nanim opipimu ane sana no na watwentempe na bibisa esiye na so nhihye bi esese egu akwam ni de wo mu kusu egusu na chese vaccines bebro ahenu ene aduonu na chese wo mu gusu a wo mu edi hujwe se yare ne de wo ho pa egusu edi ni juma.
Yet also inside African sense, you see Nigeria's bushmeat market still open. The sale of bushmeat, a wild animal meat at markets continues in Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, despite calls for ban by the United Nations Biodiversity Office at the Oluwa market in April, one of the most popular bushmeat markets in the city. Wild animals are still on sale on a daily basis. The traders insisted that wildlife meat is safe despite fears that a wildlife market in Wuhan, China could have been where the coronavirus outbreak started.
Hey,
not just there.
What we are planting that.
Oh my, I hear the pine.
Also, we now we are put to moon the aha, international say a banner saying crantiene, I'm Chrissy any other there. Say one more tom papa kopiem e Nigeria dey bushmeat dey can say nramunam ha say ni binu mo okra say bi o maja nan bi nyina ye de bom kwan na ha wona mo bi mpumachi entre say fa ohumu ane sane no na om che say bra COVID-19 yare ba yi ya woma ka biara say enka wo mu nyai to na so kopiem e wo Nigeria de a kopiem wo Nigeria de a dwadi bia e wo epie ho no de ejade a wo mo ton papa muguso a to say chese enye na ne yankwa na nu ye nde wo mo so wo mo nu bi o mo de pa COVID-19 echinyam o muguso wi nkusie ni chese nkrante ne ne ekeka ho ni nyina bi wo ho no
omonte se odoko bi ko enu abe wo hwe mo se COVID-19 abaye de enam wia na ebe se ne China fo se ne aka obohu na ne apotre ai obi keka mu ganga na to ho na otiti hu na se ya we de enya apotre bushmeat ankasa ene akante na ubobodi na wakasa bo se
na ya asem hu e ba ne se enu de ho nsem de ya wo wo ma ne 2 hours wo be ka ni nyina
enter so our daily gaffing page 7 so na yedu say editorial kudos to presidential pitch initiative. Youth unemployment has become a global challenge in the developing economies. High unemployment level have become a national security issue, threatening the very survival of those nations. Young people have become targets of extremist organizations which prey on their vulnerability and recruit them to engage in violent activities. Many countries, including Ghana, have introduced measures to try to solve the youth unemployment challenges, but they are not producing the expected results. In Ghana, various initiatives have been introduced over the years to create job opportunities for the people. This includes the Youth Employment Program, cocoa mass spraying and planting for food and jobs. In recent times, a novel initiative, the presidential pitch, has been introduced by Akufo-Addo's government to give young Ghanaians the opportunity to receive funding to implement their businesses' ideas. The Ministry of Business Development on June 17, 2020 launched Season 3 of its annual presidential pitch competition for the youth. The initiative, which is an ideas contest open to young Ghanaian youth between the ages of 18 and 35, is aimed at realizing the government's ambition of helping and unleash an entrepreneurial resolution in the country. But while the brilliant initiative, it is our hope that also that the program will be strictly monitored and evaluated from time to time to ensure its sustainability, national progress, as well as being of the people. Kudos to the presidential pitch initiative.
Nti yeto aso ewo krata ni fa etoso enso awosamufo no na dwenkyere anase na dwenpo ene wo ho no ne se ne a ubepie man maburu no ono betere mako univekuku mako univekuku na nhyese university no suapon na so wie no waba betene fie adwuma kudampo wonya bi ye bebre na anom sorom se wo munya adwuma enyene no na hyeso samufo akyere na dwenfa wo kyese mampani ene ne mpanimfo abayi wonani swade hu se mebu ebenya adwuma ye youth employment program akyese wode ehye so na ye ade papa ebeboa se ba ne se planting for food and jobs enti mebu no womonfa wo mu hu enhyemu ye papa se ne ebebo enti se mfo nkyere de a eba ne se adwumadi na ya womkọ na womfo mu nkohyemu a womonyerom pe se Ghana mampani ene na ban de 1 million Ghana cedis na ma kyese nipa du emebu du akyese ubedi kan fra ede omho ahyem ti omonko so a na omfo omho ehye adwuma mu
na sisi adwuma no de kan se ne akoko spraying we ene ye mankofo no mo ko spraying koko ya ye be mo obia sika se yi ha ne ko spray ha wo spray wi a be na be ju sika ni wo spray ye ko inspector na du sika ama o kama no so ka adwuma no ho a se aban de ato ho so mo beboa omo ni adwuma wo man mu no. What page 9 so and I do not see AU considers barring Americans from travel list. European Union ambassadors met yesterday to plan reopening external borders on July 1 and travelers from the US could be among those not allowed in. A number of European countries are keen to open up to the tourists, but others are worried of the continuous spread of the coronavirus. The 27-member bloc must first agree that the measures the non-AU countries should meet before deciding on a safe list. The virus is spreading in the United States, so it's likely Americans would be barred. Brazil, Russia, and other countries with high infection rates will also be left off a sale list, according to reports from Brussels.
Ntikrata eni fa etoso enkro no eho na yehuri edina na European Union ambassador enra wo mu hia mu antese wo mu hia mu nyina no se won borders wo ma hye wo matutu mu wo mu bebia na se wo mu miem de wo mo de nhihye egu akwam a wo mo kire se July bosom ne da edikan e na ombe de wo mebie bem na no na chese wo mo chetroma nom chese yare ne de se ne esifa etre ne kura de ehu ehu pa na so no wo mbe ye hwehwemu ni ade wo mde niam bebrem ebeto no ma hwe se ne ye kwansa na edina bi o mpese omusi no wo masi ni ye
na chese coronavirus ne de de bibi foforo kra na aba o man mu ne chese wo tu kwan kra na bi se ne Ghana for ya tutu ye borders mo bia ya alert coronavirus enya sem ketwa kra nti pay 13 so na yedru e Daily Graph for cultural belief impaired Beijing platform for action implementation. Reports released by the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has identified cultural belief as a key challenge in implementing the Beijing platform for action. A report assessed performance of gender equality in Ghana 25 years after the 4th United Nations World Conference of Women in Beijing in 1995. Unanimously by 189 countries, is considered to be the most comprehensive global policy framework for the rights of women. The global policy framework recognizes women's rights as a human right and sets out a roadmap for achieving equality between women and men. The report noted that negative socio-cultural practices such as female genital mutilation, trocosi, and child marriage continue to affect the full participation of women and children.
Trocosi wokai.
Trocosi sita ubesua ubesua bibia na chese enya asem ketu akra o mai
enti na chese krate ne fa etoso dumiensa no eho na yeduru na oswafo a wo he chese ema emerima ne mmofra yedie nsem so na chese ode ntem tu dwa wo chese eba na se ema no ma chese bebre na akwanye bu ho esomu nya wo mu nya enam se yemra ni ade bi a chese ekokoso wo man na chese ni nyina no entwe ye na krate ne sema ode ba emede kra wo wi ho chese eba ne se ema yema wo mo kwan no mo so wo mo fa wo ho enhyehyehye ni nim eba ne se amanyosem ni ade ema so se wo mu enya kwan no mo so wo mo kire wo mo bobre na eba nte NPP primaries ya ebra me ne Father Dex engineer yete aye na otum se ema no wo mu de ohu ehye mu pa ha
wo mu de ohu ehye mu na denta de na chese mu endi amboa na ene vote ba kokura wenye bi no so ni nyina no o de hye ne ho den kokoti ba kakra obenyi na chese ono so akohye mu bi na asemo ye omo pa chese ma ne mema no chese yenye ba yenyina fapem na no na mema ni bi ho mo ti asese I didn't say enough for me, my dear. What my man can do,
woman can do, and do it better. Better than it was no crana.
And no crana just you poor mono. We enter so I want send my page 16 so na you do our Daily Graphic. Must see the Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress, Dr. Anthony Yalban, has advised the Daily Graphic and its publisher, the Graphic Communication Group Limited, to jealously guide its principle of neutrality in the course of news gathering and dissemination. He stated the neutral stance of the company and its flagship publication, the Daily Graphic, on politics and political issues was exceptionary and other key attributes that sustain the business.
And teacher say, Krate Secretary General Edema Trade Union Congress, Dr. Anthony Yalban, and on a Daily Graphic for the Christian Commercial, some Debia, a course or not tester. Eba na say nsem a kire se wo mu be kunche ndi aba be bu krata ne yeso ya ba be pensempensemu ama mo na ya nsem no wo mu omu ani na ho wo pa mo nko afa ne ade aha nche se wo mu fa bibia entutu mu na kwa mu yie pa aha ntia no ho so nsem e de be pi okata ne fa etosu du nsiam
ene ebeka se ene station we di ene party no mo no ntia o meka papa na e fa party ene ho nko a na ba party bi na bone se ne MPP primaries hu na je se papa no wo ho nso enkofo ko mo hwehwe se mtokwa besi ene na ma twe ne fast se bibi besi na ma twe ne fast no no o che se je se ba omo ye neutral ma enye se ebia ye de ye boha na che se eho no eno na hantie no eno de nsem akwa ama Daily Graphic ye to aso de na che se page 17 so ena ye do no say the Coalition for Domestic Election Observers will deploy 70,000 observers for this year's general election. As part of its schedule, the observers will be deployed in 2 streams, with the first stream observing the election, while the second monitor and observe the reaction of political parties after the election. It will also engage volunteers to take the parallel vote tribulation to confirm the result that will be declared by the Electoral Commission. A senior program officer of the Ghana Center for Democratic Development, Nana Kwabena Abrompa Mensah, has announced this in Kumasi yesterday, said prior to the election, Kodio would also be deploying 350 observers throughout the country to monitor the political atmosphere in the country. Not just about to idea.
Yeah, kind police conduct for the Sanfa to us. Honor so
secretary agency, security agencies, say presenting a paper on working with the security agencies to promote electoral peace. The Ashanti Regional Police Public Affairs Officer, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Mr. Godwin Agyiewaa, advised media organization, particularly the electronic media houses, not to deploy just anybody on the election day to report. According to him, the media played a very critical role in the democratic dispensation of the country. Hence, the need for them to always maintain high professional standard in the discharge of their duties. Not just and also
non security agencies, no for police conduct, no, and also and Santuas or pepe.
Now, personal safety and our Kana Agyiewaa
the advance and share.
Police conduct. I mean, police conduct. No, I know there was a Mr. Agyiewaa said it was wrong for the police to seize the equipment of any media person. It's not a person me boss so. Na me huni ye ni tia when ya brese me media nipa. Okay, and then my main shout I say Mr. Agyiewaa said it was wrong for the police to seize the equipment of any media personnel while performing their duty. According to him, police officers performing their lawful duty should not have any issue with the well-being recorded, since their work was a public one. Not just say no so near Wohono. And send me family phone and I'm a could be say hey, and then look and say which I just say no so no na come and show ya. And can you de bo a manu na be papa or
Inti we no crat any far a tosudusiano. We a collation for domestic election observers and a woman deploying for 7,000 and payments on sending a number one. I think you know any do no about one one best share ama and near Manchester. At to thought and no and I ura I hear your editor general a banner police if one and central for yet the say the Abacos one the better yet to join a banner say impono. I think you know do no about your way. Timem for ye na ye de ade koso bia no obia wo ho kwan se ne nsa ekebinti se koba ne se nstemtrofobia na se media house be pi onu na se omo yom coverage enyu kwan se mo ka se omunyan de a omu twa ne ade no ne ekoso obia no esese timemfo enyenye se papa ne kwan se bibi ekoso kra na enya ne nyina eka ho nti se nsese o ka se de wo camera no kra media to baby e de ofun wa hwe ye kura ubewie na chese ofa kra emfa nti chese no so ho nsem no e de pi o kra te ni feto so nso.
You are so page 17 Hona the Committee on Foreign Affairs of Parliament has called for the expeditious investigation to the demolition of a building under construction at the Nigerian High Commission Accra by some unidentified persons. It said although the police had confirmed the arrest of some persons in connection with the crime, speeding up investigation will help demonstrate Ghana's commitment in ensuring justice was served. We therefore call on the Inspector General of Police to speed up activity in this regard to demonstrate our commitment in setting the issues with those culprits facing the full extent of the law and justice. It said. A statement signed by the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Frank Ano Dompre, expressed regret at the action as it intended to affect the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria.
And there's a cry to any far a tosu so now. How shall ra Frank Ano Dompre, how ra Frank Ano Dompre, no, you phony any day now. Frank Ano Dompre could pay a way in some woman, how no. Oye mraship dwenie wo ho no ha na wo bo adwuma wo ho ye papa ebra na mekura mete ho no mte se ensu kwa atwe akura de ensu si ye cheche na adwuma de
na ne ode kofo gallon ana
barre ankasa wo kofo gallon kwa bi okura politan na chese esisiget na wo obi niam o de ba be so na ne ya
na so wanya bidia ni oso akogu ne fi
ka me 20 ora frank anodon plan no pe baby a wo bi Agyiewaa mechia na nsama ebe pi okratem eye Nigeria High Commission say ejuregu nipa bonfo bi ayemu ne no ene wom se ya kire nkofo mi na so ensem nyina nse wom bekoso aye hwehwemu ntete se Ghana ne Nigeria de ete se ba fine form
se wo ene ye kobe ni
ye pem so panti se wo mu commission wo nkrempumpu ni mantem ha se litumi ejuregu na chese yanye hwehwemu afa no etu ho anamo amma wo mu de a chese ntwa ye kora.
Page 19 so the Supreme Court has fixed today, Thursday, to deliver its judgment on whether or not the Electoral Commission decision to exclude existing voter ID cards as one of the source documents for registration during the upcoming voters' registration exercise is constitutional. As a hearing yesterday, the 7-member panel of the Apex Court, presided over by Chief Justice Agyiewaa, also dismissed an amicus brief application filed by lawyers of 4 civil society organizations, including policy think tank Imani Africa and the Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability. The others include the Policy Innovation Alliance for Social Equity and the Conservative Policy Research Center and Institute for Liberty. Per the amicus brief, the CSOS sought to offer knowledge regarding the case that will eventually have a bearing on the case. Counsel of the CSMOS, Mr. Joe Abuachidebra, took his turn at the court to make a submission regarding the application for the amicus brief.
Hey,
amicus curia.
Mekame so. Ezekrat eni fa etosu don krono abato komisa ma me je mensa. Na mi voters registration a opese emra su jombusumi ne da etosu eduasa na ha no na chese ndisi amanyoku ede Imani. Aha chese ekwo bebre na sorry anani na ne se voters ID card deda na wose won fanka ho ma yenko trade no chese bimde bo mo chese esese eka ho papa se no so ehu hia chese obia kire na adwen ka nche bia kra obi di ntembetu bia wo chese ana chese nche bia abato komisa foforo beba wono obeka se DNA aha nte no so se ne no ene an Supreme Court wo mo ba kotenase ne honom no na chese wo di bibia beti no mo hwese voters ID card da no ye di bedi juma anase ye fedi juma nte won so for adwenkyerem ebra wo YouTube comment section wo ne jato wo hwa voters ID card da ye fenka ho anase ma ye mfa nka ho na de ntia won so betimi akire wadwen wo honom na ye bekenkan ni nyina ede amaw
we na ye ma me akuadonko beka se mo hwe na se new voters register yetumi ya he monto madwem abato ne ento ene moma na adwen santena so no wi a na ono so aide wa no so abetena so na chese no anu menu kwan se ye to ababia nti ye no so ewo ho na chese ye ma me ji men Sanchez tisi ada na so aye hye o de tariha na nkofo awai no mde na fa ha na chese assembly de bebre kwa ye to aso a page 20 so na ye do say court reject 50 million Ghana cedis restitution. Mr. Daniel Duku, a former chief executive officer of Venture Capital Trust Fund, through full trial along with 5 others and an allegation of causing financial loss of 42.8 million Ghana cedis to the state. A move by Mr. Duku to pay 50 million Ghana cedis to the state as restitution in order to plead guilty to the charges leveled against him and avoid possible prison term has been rejected by the Accra High Court. Mr. Duku is alleged to have convinced with the other accused person to extend loans from the VCTF to fictitious companies, while they also allegedly use the names of companies belonging to other people to receive loans from the VCTF without the knowledge of the company's owners. And 2 others accused persons, Ms. Irene Antimensa, who was Duku's executive assistant at the VCTF, and Frank Bachi Mensah, Ms. Antimensa's husband, had also decided to pay restitution to the state. Na cheso bi ne yere ye na ye ho abasem obi ndam obi adabi
etikate ne fa etoso aduonu daily graphic wakata na so na yegusu ejan ora Daniel Duku wono oye former chief executive officer edema a venture capital trust fund na wo mahi yesika won bono mo papa wo the state no ka na no na bribia se wo betua ni nyina na 42.8 million Ghana cedis no na chese ye gire e de free ho no na chese so de na e de mitua we de be kan right no na chese ye se 15 million Ghana cedis bi a chese wo kwa kosua na nso no wo de ko bi na court abo agu ye pa ade no ukukuru na wo de ba de ne sope eti na so nse nka te mepi mo ne farm etoso edio no
we de mama kai fan video bi na me hu ne enkwara mmie no mo bompa eje so mo sika ayira na mo se nyankopon wo kan ye ho na se hu sika yi a ye de ye be ma obi na akwan ka se na sika no ye nso ye na wo de ko o se ye de da na che se no ye de da Supreme Court se nka ye ne be ya nka de aka no na nka ye de abeche nso ne mo se mo asem no ne omo ntie kra ma na ya asem no so no na page 23 so and you do so COVID-19 victims shy away from quarantine treatment na che say Agyiewaa asem ansa na mekan mu no me pese mekan bi fa ho pa na wa wanya COVID-19 pese be quarantine wo so pese be treatment na che say pese ye o dey part say pese wo dey san wo busuafo ina na che say ohun koye say titi ade wutumi nante wutumi nkasa na say wutumi didi na afi de yasesa wo na di wakogu hospital
na ya sa niema we nyina akoso a wo hu sa stigmatization na ekoso na kan wona obinya yare ni bia na se obekwa kwaje ayare na se enu esese ofa ni ade na se ebeti na fi afọ no mpese obeye no eti enya stigmatization se ebra so obekọ beba na obetwetwo ho afi ade onu nyina da betena na wo de isa wo ba ukoye sanso a emwa ese wo de isa afoforo wo de wobusuafo enkwa etu esane mtin chese emwa akra na ade wenya yare ibi ma yenkwaranta nkofo hu to omonyi obi onya yare bibia ene to anananom wonse de bra yen show yema wunno ni ade ana wonso ti apo no wo se wo de wo mpe
on se yen fast stigmatization no ento honku na ehon se wo de symptoms say can feel COVID-19 wo de wunyinya bi ni ade kompo na yen hwehwe na bi aduro bi a titi ampo ye se ye hwe yare na se mu hye da ye de yen je to hospital ne wo dan bi na doctor fo na aka se betutu omo na yo na omo abehwe ni ade se wati ase nti yen jai se ne ye betetin sa wo me so ni ade ni ama sa ankoba wo de besen busuafo so besen obi na che se ye kwaye ni ma no nti yen bɔ moden na yen so ya famu de se ye de bo man no ye be ye ni nyina wo page 23 so na medru na ha chesensem na ye bobos no menka wo brofo kasem no se the Bono East Regional Director of the Ghana Health Service Dr. Fred Adomakumboatin has stated that some victims of COVID-19 are continually finding ways to avoid the 14-day mandatory quarantine and treatment, thereby thwarting the country's efforts to deal with the pandemic. According to him, some persons who test positive for the virus sometimes invoke cases on the health workers and the COVID-19 response team and accuse them of taking bribe when they call to confirm their results. He has therefore appealed to the public to make themselves available to the health personnel for quarantine and treatment when they test positive for the disease, explaining that contracting the virus is neither a shame nor a death sentence.
Tiwe eyade wunye bia enye ferre enye nimguase wunye bia eno kire se he wo de ye ka akrate asefo a wonka ho bi nti almost ra Dr. Adomakumboatin kire de a se wunya yare ni bia eya life mu na enuro bi ese se omfa ma no omfa ma se ne beye na wonso wo beti den wo beti apo nti na ne ya
na che se oye wo be test ne ne for se ne COVID-19 ne wo bidie ne ne ye se Kessewaa ai ya be bold ye sisi ase why na kase mo COVID-19 jame ama sika bi won na be ka chem se mo COVID-19 so mo adwuma e no mo ye no enye omo de so me ka che se bia wo COVID-19 omo ka che ko mo de ye de nti na ba se ya test positive for COVID-19 na ye nja se ne ye dwane se ye nkofo we omo jiska se ye se yan ka chem se menya COVID-19 no na che se ye mfentu ye hofo na yendi embra na chese protocol so mo dia to ho no emfa we enkosan obi stigmatization de wo homom ne so won so bon homode ya wafa mu de se ne ebeye na yetu yare na se yare no mom de haye e won se omo ho atom no mo dosu e won pan so mo nso ya nhwe yi a e bia yare no bi nso akoka ho ama chese ko fo mo nya bi wo man mu no na akodosu nti eno so eno no na de edru so page 24 of Daily Graphic or see NBSSI disburses 1 million Ghana cedis to micro businesses owners. Owners of micro businesses across the country have begun receiving their share of the special fund set up by the government to caution micro, small and medium enterprises from the impact of coronavirus pandemic. Yesterday, the National Board and Small Scale Industries began the disbursement of 1 million Ghana cedis to 1,000 applicants under the first tranche of the 1 billion Ghana cedis Coronavirus Alleviation Program Business Support Scheme. They included food sellers, hairdressers, tailors, among others. The beneficiaries who met this rigorous criteria designed by the NBSSI receive up to 2,000 Ghana cedis via mobile money under what is known as the Adum Microsoft Loans for micro enterprises. The special fund is categorized into NDASO and Adum Special Loans with an interest rate of 3% payable within 2 years after a memorandum of the 1 year. Not just and also and no ewo.
And such as a crack any fire a tossle eduno and na dia wo say 1 million Ghana cedis ebeboama nyumakon keto ana sane omka wo crack anu wo ma wo ye training ade no ze wo mu de hyemu kina sa na eboa se omsikasam ko anim eboa ema omayi so aha yes kasa na mom se obi ho a wonye hwe na omenam kwatikwan bi so akwakogi sika no eno na ya na chese emmoa
no mo kan ha de chese om se 2,000 Ghana cedis na chese obi enyaye ene ewe de enye de mekan no me de kware ne bi ewe ye se adwuma na wo ye no fa hye mo kina se wo ye tire ne fa koto enkun bi besisi ho chese wo de tonwi ene obi ba se me de minimi ene chese se wo koto enwi wo ba bi na chese udi tonwi na sisa obi bakwa na bi oba bebo the kanu rasta yo say me ho anyi we emefe ene ye we ma me ha nti no no nti 2,000 Ghana cedis I friend 20 million no old Ghana old currency no na chese no no nti no fa hye wadwuma no mokena emfa nkwaware emfa nkwo tina ba bi nrenam numodefo yi ma moka mo ho association for ma yemfa nkwore nam yemfa nya bibi papa ma ye ho
obedru obi store no say no family affairs na kire se emeye ho abusia ntimi be free na kire se u be wie no na eno so akoyo ha ma no ntimi kuti e de so wa u ma mi ngimi en say na mfe nkubo miti na u be wie na oju sika no so
na me say u bedru obi shop enim je say u be hu eno class and we ro say businesses grow when friends and family pay na bo hog ban eno so ya mpa ebi bo ha enim je say u nya du eno na be hu first enye na be say o mato material we ne pam mame na no so eno no ye to aso e wo page 24 and say ni 25 na dia bomu dia o see the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture has launched the Ghana Tourism Development Project grant scheme to support tourism small medium enterprises. The scheme, which is a World Bank grant, is aimed at supporting registered enterprises and businesses operating in the tourism and hospitality sector to improve their businesses prowess, formalize their business and upgrade their tourism products and services. An initial capital of $9 million has been allocated to support the first 1,000 businesses.
Yeah, crate ne fa etoso aduonu nan ne aduonu na chese graphic crata na fifi ho pe no ho na ensemi wone no tourism ministry ene de wo madan sika bi edi a chese wo de beboa enterprises no hwa covid-19 yare no baaye no tourism ministry ho no wo mo so wo ho akire mpa esenkofo esese wo mo kokoshwe ne ma ne ade ni nyina ano restrictions ni ade ni nti entimi ankoso sana so mjiri ye se sa fund no ebeboa amane ma etumi atoto din so bia edidi djuma senia esese ekono a
what page 24-25 one able to say the governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has recommended that the country moves towards financial cocoa purchase from the local banking system. He said that will require consensus efforts to improve the economy and also reduce the inflation and interest rates in the medium term. In the meantime, he said it was more prudent and cost-effective to use syndicated financial for the bulk of cocoa purchases in the country, stressing that the country was not yet in a position to use local resources for cocoa purchases. Kratis took steps to tackle COVID-19. The exercise undertaken by Sanitation Industrial Concern Zoom Lion Ghana Limited in collaboration with the Ghana Electrical Dealers Association saw the deployment of one of Zoom Lion's boom atomizers and a disinfection crew with knapsack spraying machines to disinfect the area. The crew disinfected the 2 lorry terminals at the Opera Square and open spaces along the old AMA traffic light, judicial services, the Ghana Post Office and the Rollins Park areas, as well as the Cowlin Central Mosque and about 400 shops and stores at Opera Square. Speaking to a cross-section of journalists after the exercise, the second vice chairman of the GEDA, Agyiewaa Munia Buari, lamented that the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic had not only slowed down their businesses, but has dealt a devastating blow to them.
Secret any fa etoso aduonu nsia eho na yegina na Zoom Lion for yetuche mama wate COVID-19 yare ebaye wo mabo adwuma ye papa enwe wo mo de bi petipiti sua dan mu no bibi petipiti yedwedi bia ahoro mpo okopie mo airport ahoro na wo mo de enwe bi petipiti na nyankran pumpuni mantem hasempo wo mo de petipiti wo me ahoro nso bebre nanom na chese Opera Square wo mo de kokopie mo ho de ohwe pipa mu a se ne wo mo de machine yesi ehyen yechi na chese enuro na ekwa obeka se enwusie no chese wo mo abo adwuma ye papa ni nyina no ebeboa na akopie mu onom de a chese esoto se wo ho ne ade chese Opera Square ho de wo mo de enuro ni bi apetipiti o kama se ne ebeye na COVID-19 yare na ha no a na yegusu a yakutia ewo man yi mu no
Agyiewaa se na okan no COVID-19 mrem Zoom Lion bom ho modern pa na Zoom Lion po ankra nano medru madina chese he obi spray in the shop no mu we yi niam chese o pepa ne o de sanitizer pepa niam ho spray ho na chese nkofo so bom ho modern pa se na COVID-19 ye betu asenti Zoom Lion for bom ho modern no na ye akran wa wo shop wo dey spray mu sisi a wo na baby taro ho na we disinfect na brofu ye toto aso say ya from na ye so amoso be spray wo shop mu ho if so obi ba beto ade unim ni pani status na ne unim ni status da minim ni status me ne phone number na me wo me ne phone number na me wo na so minim ni status aha ne nyina so wo ho nti yembo ye homode wo COVID-19 mremo what pay 28 so na ye do so dey to us some senior high schools have denied report that some of their students have contracted COVID-19. The Opoku Secondary School in Kumasi, the Adesadel College in Cape Coast, and the Mauko Girls SHS in Ho have disputed the claims about their students, which had been widely circulated, particularly on social media. The headmaster of OWAS, Reverend Stephen Owusu Setri, expressed surprise at the news circulating on social media that 29 of his students have tested positive for the COVID-19. I just say, I'm not sure where earthquake prank no.
Is your crater any far etoso edunu watch in the graphic crew a crater num and a yegusu a one. Na senior senior high school for the mom points a woman na kwajinim de na chese uko do where the be check temperature oba obro nsa na ye mammo mask sanitizer na de no e na chese uko piem wa be fontin tebe so na ne na mu se opoku ware secondary school na omuka no was no e na afensu ma uko girls senior high school chese school si Adesadel College schools ni say esuafo ni bi enya COVID-19 nti abanta now ya wo for na say wo fi so no me be ya na say wo na di hu ne no na mpanifo de aba na mo chese no kure di eni nti chese wo for no moda monna
na won say betumi aye school fo ni bi ye school fo ya so ye den aso oden e betumi aye yan ka say bi na chese
ma me go wo ni gwinti
we dey wa mama kaya sembi tama me wo be primary 4 ana 5 6 mu ho no ene na me pese me ko school Agyiewaa na me ko twantro say me ya yakubo me ko twantro say obi wo school mu ha me du ha odi ani bi hwa me penti na ne school no me pese me ko
uhu ni amaso awoso kashire na enye
na je say no bi ebitumi so every school for no enti wa wonim say wo ta eche ne wo school boarding house wa wo man for information prank information say me school mu a so be nya COVID-19 as we dey hu enso e be hye nkofo mu nti wa wonim say wo tight anya ma bi achi say no say ye giant and ye besua de na exam say ye kwa akotwe ene 1C bo hwa na 6 8 na ye say to aso say ya na ye tumi enya bi nti no so eno no na odogo no de ye say ye kwahwehwem on say omde bai no ma fa nka ho be no so ya te
odogo no de
ye say ye ba kwahwehwem
asuafo ni hu aye
de kakra
womunya test enye test ni metu bia say obi enya bia na say obi enya bi na so no mi say so obi enya bi so obi enya bi no eno na enhye da nye we na mom ye na say ye boy ye ho ban ehye ye mass ni ade mi say eno na ehia fa.
Page 28 one eguso no say the Senior Staff Association of the University of Ghana has called on the government to include them on the list of beneficiaries of market premium and the basic allowances as it has done for other sectors in the country. It said even though the single spine salary structure was introduced to bridge the salary gap within the public sector, the introduction of market premium and basic allowances had rather worsened the situation. The association said the basis for the introduction of the premium, as explained by the government, was to address the issues of the shortage of critical or essential staff.
The crate any feto so eduonu wotwe hwa na yegusu ejina na esem na chese BPM e crate mu the Senior Staff Association of the University of Ghana chese Legon suapon num na ha university say wo man Ghana ma se no won senior staff no dem say ma ba betu di o mu chese market premium bill no sika bi ye de mmom no hu hia wo mo pa se ne a ukopie mo suapon ahuro bi a chechefo ni bi ensa can say single spine ade ye boa nti se koba na se bibi sa na wo mo nsanka se ne obi en COVID-19 we mu enye isisa nti no abomodin amom nsaka no mo so wo mo de adi omutuma
ne kakra sope sa na ne ye de koye nim na kodi ba akofo botomu de a enkoyeye ema nti obi a enso obi a so bin kakra wa page 29 the date was 2 ministers isolate at UGMC. The Minister of Education, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, and the Minister for Regional Reorganization, Mr. Dankwe Kubotre, have been admitted for purposes of isolation at the University of Ghana Medical Center after suspecting they might have contracted COVID-19. The two are being kept at the hospital awaiting the results of the test they have taken to know their status. But ministers, also members of parliament, have issued statements confirming their situation. A statement signed by a letterhead of the Ministry of Education and signed by Dr. Poku Prempe's Press Secretary, Mr. Rodney Nkrumah Boateng, explained that the minister, who is also the MP for Menchia South constituency, decided to go to the hospital after failing unwell despite the result of a first COVID-19 test taken on June 16, 2020, coming out negative.
Ti we krate ni feto so eduonu enkro no enru a wo bon se bi no mokeka na ministers no ho se COVID-19 bibi ba ya amonto mobo se wo monto mobo na mu si asemi kura no kura se bi wo se wo bi ya isolate obi na ye testing na results ma ya wontumi enkonklude se wonya yare na ya atwen na hu results no answer wa hwe a na wa no akope asem e de amount we also for Oheyen additional so Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe aha na afis regional reorganization Oradan Kwaku Botre aha wom ho edododo kakra se niema bi enkoye ni sent na ne yate o made o makwakopi University of Ghana Medical Center ye nhwemu ahwe se e bia na ye COVID-19 ya rendia na se enyi bia na no na so afo a Oheyen additional ensem so Dr. Opoku Prempe ede HSA ne secretary ede nsem tudwa na ochese ewom se o se na ne ho edodon kakra na so mpe edikan no wo mo test no COVID-19 ni bi jumbo so ne da etoso dunsia e wa afimpinu ene eduonu ehwe se wanya COVID-19 ya ready ananso ehumuaye na ye negativity na wododo no so ede ma mensa anko na menkoye test bi se yare we die fa ho ne amanyoku a chese wodo ho adom we fa ho eni wudi bra na se wisi kenti na se wo kono ko ententi ya isolate on as results ne die Enyamaye.
Results name by Empona any who and Obeka wie when ya a COVID-19 after the baby say, oh, me ana me can you any me boa. Bibu say na can bibi wo hwa yen hwehwe mu asane abetena bonten ne gbegbegbegbe say freedom of speech na ne kasa say ya
abasa wo mai musa.
Page 35 so na yedu see meeting of the Inter-Party Advisory Committee IPAC on the scheduled voters registration exercise yesterday ended without consensus. Officials of the Electoral Commission led by the Deputy Chairman in charge of Corporate Services, Dr. Bosman Eric Asari, about 42 representatives of political parties and 20 civil society organizations disagreed on the number of issues that came up for the discussion. Held at the EC's headquarters, the meeting, which is its time featured the National Democratic Congress, which boycotted the last IPAC meeting, was to provide updates on the Commission's plans for the voters' registration exercise scheduled to begin on June 30.
Easy any IPAC meeting about to come in. The intro ya new voters registration. June bosom ne da etoso eduasa na eteten kwanchen he ya akasa obetwe curtains ne keke nchire se wayi ni tin na no nhwebde na ekoso mo he se ndi si amanyokuo no bujira benkum ana bujira nifa edi nchoro no mu betwiro mu dibi ana mu nchoro mu dibi achese Ghana mampani ndi da John Dramani Mahama water say ahemfo no wo mo ne omunkofo nka say
omunkotro say first no so on June 2 but it say the Supreme Court ni be can be ya be fanesa
enti omo he say omugina benkuma na omugina ni fa so be see
no so no enti omo say since your members now you confused because since you any omo panyi ba be ka say na yemfo so na no ma ka say yefo aso na so bibi e wo ho ntina na say since you ade mama mpanyi o gire mo amamo 2020 election mo say the Supreme Court bebe bia mundi so say ye be tro ye di he mundi so pepepepepe emfama mo ho say eno so eno no. Page 38 so na address take responsibility for COVID-19 hygiene protocols. President charges basic school heads. President Akosomo has charged head teachers of basic schools to be mindful of the huge responsibility they have to ensure strict adherence to the coronavirus hygiene protocols when their school reopened on Monday, June 29, 2020. It said apart from teaching, which was their normal activity, teachers will now have to act as paramedics in the face of the pandemic to make sure the children were safe. President Akufo-Addo, who was addressing the meeting with the Conference of Heads of Basic School at the Jubilee House last Tuesday, said some societies unfortunately saw a spike in the number of cases again when they reopened the schools, but as much as possible, Ghana wanted to avoid that for children to go to school in safety and safe while there. Not just say and also and no not just say same way me sure say you key away pan daily graphic into almost Sunday aba mu e wa hase you know not just say e ya dey anana do Canada nso ehun hia ti na Sunday aba ha nti yen hwe na yen hye ne nso.
Zincha secretary ni fa etoso eduasa wotwe na Ghana mampani na nada Akufo-Addo infoni e da ha dey na wa we ama ni siu se na ma we ama me je se over time mo time ha nti no eno na ahwefo ni mu a social distancing no e papa nche se no so hwe videographers stage dey show nyina obi a we a se videographers ko en fa won be bia obenya o short no ba ne se social distancing dia se ekoso papa eno na Ghana mampeni na nada Akufo-Addo rensama to dwa wo kire se akyerɛkyerɛfo no akyerɛkyerɛfo no se omo hwɛ na asuafo na ba ne se COVID-19 hyehyɛ aigu akwam a yediku etia na omo boa na asuafo na etimi di so se oman mu etuanyɔnko ho a etiedie se ho yemmoa na ye nyina yetimi enkunfie se suani bi enya bi a wo kyerɛkyerɛ ni so wo betimi enya bi se wo hu.
Page 44 so na yedro say the 16-year-old Oti Landfill in Kumasi is finally ready for an upgrade following the handing over of the site on contract to waste management company Zoom Lion Ghana Limited. According to the project lead Mr. Peter Dagadu, the upgrade, which would be done to meet the engineering and environmental standard will include installing a final capping system and grazing to help close some of the waste cells that have reached their final height. Mr. Dagadu assures that his outfit was poised to finish re-engineering of the landfill site within the next first 6 months of the contract duration, stating in an interview that Zoom Lion had been tasked to decommission and re-engineer works on the landfill site. He added, "We will also improve internal access roads and enhance traffic within the landfill for both truck and motor tricycles."
Nti we crack any fa etoso edianan enan no woti landfill sesi ade woma ye krado kwanche se womo kokoye apche se landfill no se tumi kosi ye site o hwese ne na ba ne se bola ne ade pa esunsun se womo dwure na na dwumadie bi esom di no chese womo didi na chese pem ko nanim kama sesi ade woma ye krado papa Zoom Lion Ghana enso edimu akoten.
Back page is so na see the Ghana Immigration Service has said it is awaiting a report from the Ghana National Fire Service before it undertake repairs works on its office at the Libo border in the western region that has destroyed by fire. The Ghana Immigration Service said even though 2 assessments had been made on the destroyed office building, the process of rehabilitation required that a fire report was attached to the request for renovation. Reacting to concerns about the staff who have been left hanging on their duty posts at Elibo because of the fire, the head of public affairs of Ghana Immigration Service, Superintendent Michael Makwata, debunked rumors making the rounds that the service has abandoned the planned renovation work.
Daily Graphic, the back page no na ye wono. Na Ghana Immigration Service for womo den sema ba betu de omo kire se womo twan report no womo twan edie Ghana National Fire Service for enche na kopiem ewo alubo no main border kire se ban se Ghana ni Cote d'Ivoire honom na kire se wonti se ade womo twan report na kire se nti si ana se ne mekoso nyina no etumi akoso tote wone kwanso.
Agyiewaa story bi a wa ha na ende just nose marks won sense me aye kan chese yesi ebi mu ye arrest ebi mu na no na story bi aba ha ye fan track so our Daily Graphic for 40 people have been arrested in Accra for allegedly failing to wear a nose mask in the contravention of the executive instrument EI 164. They were arrested in Central Businesses District of Accra last Tuesday in a special operation conducted by the operational team from the Railway Police. And she say, "Yeah, chill with the
police for no. Ebi ebo adwuma pa. Aye chia o madenta police in 24 ho madina police in 24 mo ho ne police for nkuma nyina no pay MATV ye chia mo na krata mu just a woman she nose mask fa bon ho ban eno so won she no na so ade ana se
na unye pie free studio ha no an she nose mask eni obekọ fie
na
obekọ fie pa
no entry no mask
ebo ho je se ebo baby a se mask ni nyina ye she eni makeup man ja ka bon se ya bia ma no ho enya asem ketoa enti eni okofo 40 ebi wom
ye de o me fam na kwan so wokoba a wo de betu no wo fa asefo na wo de fam ani so na wo de where you nose mask atu nti ye bedo o masimi o madwuma o mo boso o mo chichire wo de o ma fam na kwanso
se na me kan yo no ne mra no Agyiewaa ebechu se omo ye ne sa na wo fifi a se na wo fifi a wankasa hwa be se meja me pes wo fi no sa na be kwa ma nose mask na wonya fifi na wo hwe na se ekita wa na se no bad mo se ase me we fi bibi ne obehwe na nose mask na we fu be san wachi akwa ni na ebebo ye ho bai ewo COVID-19 mre mu se na ye kinkan bebre no COVID-19 di ewu papa eniama akofem ewo na chese COVID-19 obaye ne ba pa mo go so a wo hwa morning break chumedie ewo MATV so high morning break e dey some papa na ka wo say global sky security me da me bom ho de ro de bia o if so mo so ya se mo boy ho ban efri nipa bofo no sense nyama bi a wo ye nansen sisi omo mfa ho so we ohiani so ye sikani say omo kan you should not compromise on your security and for security say mu ndi agro na sisi ane de obi a so ye hwe omo mu ti koso na bo ho ban pedal lock cb ebo office na chese obeba na ni aha obemu ya so kwan ansa na ma okwan na wo de akopa bi ebo office obi ni access want to me enwura ho de biara da na afi so electric fence no wape bi abo just aye one ho kama na to bo ni atwa electric fence eni ho keke o shoke papa wo to me kra na wafuri esifie ho no global sky security omo sa no adwuma papa ne bi a omo di ewo my Ghana mu no omo bo adwuma papa na afi so sa wo car na ayira wo de global sky security e be track wo car no ama say ene e wa ha wo be hu car na sisi a be kokra na hwe enye car no ti fa ho dom global sky security omo be boa e security ho niam bia tutu anamon omo wa denta omo ni adenta post office no ene di nhwani mu ana so de onya si o so kwa adenta mesi wa adenta station ho onya du house me pe global sky security ana say adenta post office no omo chese wonya du ho bia betra kwada kodo sa betra say omo no omo ho no bedu na car a park wo ho nti no enso no from 0302255203 mi si subio 0302255203 na do global sky security enye adwuma ewo chese be kan say we yembre mu an chese say earthquake but ni enkofo post wo status na wo de eye wo so kakra na chese we delete WhatsApp akwa download the Bible nyina na say ensem ne de wo ho pa yem se babugo subi e de ama Agyiewaa
nana ya
sisi say nyankopon ba nti wo hwe na de wo phone so na enya na we delete no akwa twem
ma when the shake kura de betu jana Akosomo my entertainment is no so no onim say anyom na work board
sisi asupu almost supu bi emo supu no ogbokra just say any omo delete Facebook Instagram any ama o ma download the Bible
no na mo ko install no just say we install Facebook ni YouTube ni ade no just say
install na hwe MTV papa
na wo di bedi no ade and ya obeye na chira asem yentu aso ya
Ghanaian Times mu the chat was say EC stops Imani from joining case as friend of court. The Supreme Court yesterday dismissed an application filed by the policy think tank Imani Africa and said na boss to that Imani sensemi ne ebeba ni nyina mu afen so I die another one die and I die nyasem ketwa one die another injured in accident at Atuobi. One person died and another sustained injuries when a Chevrolet saloon car with registration number UV1615 crashed into a motorbike in the one municipality of the Upper West region. The incident occurred on the outer lane of the Kimbian Road in the municipality. The rider of the affected motorbike with registration number M20UW5232, who was identified as Baba Salifu, and his pillion rider Abdullahi Abudu, both 43 years old, sustained injuries and were crashed at the one municipal hospital. Mr. Abudu, the pillion rider, however, died later while on admission as a result of severe head damage.
Just a way
papa wo no
secret any fa etoso miensa no akwanhia bi asi ama ehyenkafo no baako atoa nananom ewonsie do ama baako de tete baabi a woda ne so ano eden papa pa hyese aposifo kire de anchese sanse mun se yenuanom kremofo anase mozidemifo ne de wotoa nananom wonsie do a yentwentwen so kura na yakura wachi ni sent na ewo mo de enemu na mabusuafo se ne beye na wo mo bekura na chi tentem so na ne ewo prepare de wo ntempa na wo de no akwakopiem ewo wa municipal hospital se ne beye na wo beje ayarha se na wo he ehyen eni moto akyese akwanhiri abade ankyese awe ho pa
nse na ye ba beto abe futu bi ebe no se na wo kan ni nyina ekwa mom na motorbike na yo omu twi na Agyiewaa wankasa wotine chia na wo ye mo hyehyɛ
nso wo mu die mbika nyina no
enhye wo mu ne hwe na tese enya asem keto na car no mu yi fa ho se ya na obeka se logoligi omu yi fa ho se ya na wa se se na car pa na wo yi fa ani mu no na tese ni nyina emboa yenti yento ye hofo na ye niama ye se ye kamota niama ye se na helmet ye se ye hye no ni obehu obi na hye kama no atum eno sa na ekoba ne se na ye ka se head injuries ekoba ne se nko hya ke bia enkoba ne sa nti yɛhwɛ na
traffic na
yɛbɔ yɛn ho
so
ban.
ɛsɛ wo bi agyina no de on de moto nti
Na moto nti ɛno obetumi akɔ.
yi fa ho a na no na wo ahwe na nso wo twa kwa ma nim so wo ɛhyɛ nyina gyina na kyerɛ sɛ heat ne no so de akwanhyia no ɛba.
Yet also our Peter was too grave in connection with demolition of building situated at Nigerian High Commission. 2 people have been arrested by the police in connection with the demolition of a building and the construction of the premises of the Nigerian High Commission in Accra last weekend. The suspects' names withheld were apprehended by the police on Monday in Accra, according to the head of public relations of the Criminal Investigation Department, Deputy Superintendent of Police Juliana Obeng. She told the Ghanaian Times yesterday that the suspects involved in the act have been charged with offences of conspiracy to commit crime with unlawful entry and causing unlawful damage, contrary to Section 23, subsection 1, and 152 and 172, subsection 1B, respectively, of the Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960 Act. And also, Brandon, the Betcho Pan.
Children want so again, say. Enu bedi ewo ne kwan so enti krate ai Ghanaian Times wa krata na no aso e na yegusu gina ne fa etoso biensa no Nigeria High Commission na eda soro ya nipa bonfu bi akwa akodwure gu na so Ghana na Nigeria de se na ye ntoma e pama no esi ye hwehwemu no ene ya kire nkofo mienu achase hwehwemu no egusu ekoso na so na ewo mudin de ambeto gana so hwehwemu gusu ekọ so ne ade omdin sem na chinde ye de a omdin ebeto dwa ye bema won so watibi
Petre asie ho na chese story na egu onde mu yedu nti ebebubo so nyina e de amosi driver defrauded public servant of 80,000 Ghana cedis. Driver who allegedly swindled a public servant of 80,000 Ghana cedis was on Tuesday arrested by police at the Kaneshi in Accra. Paul Kwabna Enum, 38, suspected and a complainants believed to belong to a syndicated were reported to have put an advert on Tonaton.com, an online marketing platform, for purchase of a car and later duped their victim, name withheld, an auditor of the money. The Kaneshi Divisional Police Command Assistant Commissioner of Police Edward Fachukumi, who disclosed this to the Ghanaian Times in Accra yesterday, said suspect Enum was in the custody of the police assisting investigation. He said Enum and their accomplice placed the advert and contact numbers for the sale of vehicle, and the victim, who lives in the northern region, called the suspect and they arranged to meet for the car sale transaction in Accra. Mr. Since you are the baby, you me Tony Ama were online struck by yourself.
You be the fraud see na we oye adwuma e de man banyu public servant and an area say they are gam no
they are gam na fire
Ghana cedis na so ngidi yes a police for e boy adwuma pa anya den a say na ACP fachi kumi anope ora fachi ye chia o kire de a ade omusu eye hwem na me ko ora fachi so ohura
me hu ne pa pa no so abo adwuma papa pa ya boa ye
bibia law mura no say yete wo de be ma ofefe.
Editorial so na yedru ewo page 4 of the Ghanaian Times was a stimulus package, grant not gift. Without doubt, one sector and the coronavirus pandemic has hit hard in the tourism sector, a major foreign exchange earner for the country. The tourism sector and the hospitality industry have been identified as key catalysts for the Ghana's economic transformation and the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda towards sustainable development. Ghana is endowed with so many tourism attractions that have become a cycle show of all eyes across the country, resulting in streams of visitors to the country over the years. The recent stressful hosting of the Year of Return to commemorate the 400 years of the transatlantic slave trade that attracted a large number of visitors attests to the potential of the tourism sector to become the main cash cow for the country. Besides putting Ghana's name high on the tourism destination map, the event succeeded in bridging the gap to a large extent between Africans and the diaspora and the African continent, where they trace their ancestral lineage. We commend the development partners, the government and the World Bank for this laudable initiative and hope that the beneficiaries will rise to the occasion and make the tourism industry not only grants gain but the number of foreign exchange earner for the country.
Chese Ghanaian Times ko wakrata ne fa etoso 99 sem ya candidate ena wasemufoɔ ne so akyerɛ na adwen afa wɔka sɛ ba ne sɛ sika na akyerɛ sɛ aban de boa na ade yɛ sɛ wɔn nso wɔn edi dwuma pa sɛ ne bɛyɛ na bibia ɛbɛkɔ so nti ɔsɛmufoɔ no na adwen kyerɛ na sɛ na adwen po a wɔn nso ɛde ka fa ho sɛ ne bɛyɛ na Ghana Beyond Aid agenda no ebetumi abem sɛ ne Ghana mampani ɛne na aban ɛde asi ɔmadi so no
Yento so won nsem no dia page 5 so na yedo say African news no na was vote counting underway in Malawi's presidential election rain run or polls have closed in Malawi's hotly contested presidential vote, the second time in just over a year after incumbent presidential Peter Mutharika's re-election was annulled by the court over irregularities. Some 6.8 million people were eligible to vote in Tuesday rain run, practically a two-horse race between Mutharika and opposition leader Lazarus. A third candidate, Peter, and was also in the running. The election is much anticipated after the Constitutional Court in the early February ruled that the May 2019 vote was fraught with grave and widespread irregularities, including the use of correction fluid on result sheets. Ghana ha ke be bo papa
me ka me kire buru ka be di nya
na correction fluid e kwa be ai baby ayeto aba
na wo ka kura wuntumi fi anko na ade
correction fluid na do phone kwa kotwa ya asem na correction fluid chese obi ato ama we na correction fluid ya pepa na chese o do set ho ama we
nti ekopie mu dia chese nsem a ekoso ewo ho no na we amafoforo so nsem o mabato a ekoso ewo me ebusumi num afimpinu ani donkuru no ena o mche de ade ekoso no na ntwa ye kura niema ankoso ye kura ba ne se wo de correction fluid pa be ko no makwa eni enyan ga na ha hwe na wunye bibi se kura se omu aburo e be buro na akwakwa bibi se nti eno nse na kra te adventure se abato de wo mo besan e de ahye so na no wo mo kire mu dia wa ye be pa o se wo na hye se wedding kunim ne de nche se abato no utumi enyemu ohanche mu aduonum e de kosoro nche se about 50% ansa na ebejiwa tumi se wo ene wo mo mampani
na just abato no mato ni bi eye pa because correction fluid there enya de ebeji atum na ade nti no bi beto aba no akwapepa na udi just akoma obi fufo na just corruption papa na ekoso
sem de enya omanga na akwa na to da niema ise de nkoyi
e wo ba bia o na kan no nko obi afu mu a
so nkwa de oku afu
me da sesa watu aso amame page 5 one eguso say coronavirus testing may not reach women in conflict zones. Big gaps between the number of male and female coronavirus cases in parts of Africa and the Middle East suggest that women may be struggling to access testing or care, an aid agency said on Wednesday. In Pakistan and Afghanistan and Yemen, more than 70% of reported cases were male, compared with a global average of 51%, and the same was true in the Central African Republic, Chad, and Somalia, said the International Rescue Committee. We are seeing is a situation in which women are potentially being left out of testing and their health deprioritized. Stacey Mens, senior technical advisor of energy health at the IRC, said in a press release. Not just say,
just coronavirus no. Ushemu a mrantie no enya bi pa na ni nyina no enye se boapa ebine mom no man so nkese se wo mokọ test na so eno no wo mu bibisa eno na chese Stacey Mens said in December no chese denti or say what are we seeing is a situation in which women are potentially being left out of testing chese
this one a mema no ebia omoje se mema ndi omo ahode mba bebo adwuma se ne mba ne ho to na se ene be 1 month ka se me da se yare na menya me ho tutu me ne ade na che se mema ndi omunya ho to mo ene omo be adwuma na so ye be hwehwem ni reason ti ana ma no mo ye yesa omo ma ni tutu aka ye nsem
so oba na nkotesi ehu se wenye bi ha trana
de ne be tre ntina make say be nhwehwem so ewo ho no page 11 of the Ghanaian Times. So na Yedosi Methodist Church will expel ministers who use ungodly powers. Or see the Most Reverend Dr. Paul Kwabnabua, for the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church Ghana, commissioning new ministers for the church on Sunday, cautioned that those who use ungodly spiritual powers to promote their work will be ostracized. The chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana said Christian ministers today were under scrutiny to test their uniqueness, as some believe that the bad nuts utilize the powers of lesser gods and other ungodly beings to perform miracles or promote their churches. They are the chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana, the Christian ministers today use ungodly matter to say no omo kanya or san kan eto aso na che say sisi asofo nkuma no ene ye say ba ko video bi e ba ye chi ne ya na che say de okoje ye no say na say odoko no ene ma afa nko ene asori oye na wa beti asi say cream na asori fo na ofri no ba gi microphone say hey mo pastor na mo di na chi na mo si ogina ha no me ho na beje powers no wo ene kidiba wo odre ne sa bom maso na atofom ni na afri nyame na be hwe nim guase a campus na nye so oka na num asema no no ese wo me koje ne powers na mu na enye powers na me de ye adwuma na me ne nyankopon na ye adwuma
nti we Methodist asori no de ya om de aba okrata ni feto su duba akwa bro mo sha asofo no aise koba ne se wo de wo na mpoti kwan so bi ekwa koji tumi bi de abo adwuma de a ehwa na ye twe wo e de esensen ye.
Page 14 so na yet was CEC holds crunch meeting with political parties. The Electoral Commission yesterday held a crunch meeting with the Inter-Party Advisory Committee and other stakeholders on the upcoming voters registration. Not just say IPAC meeting. Wow, no. Yedi kan aka ho asem dada. Not just say and also and no. Now COVID-19 cases na wo my mu na ha. Since you do 15,013. Not just say no. Ghana's cases of coronavirus disease COVID-19 has increased to 15,013 after the Ghana Health Service confirmed 445 new cases yesterday. As at Wednesday, June 24th, there were 11,078 recovered patients and 3,840 active cases, while the number of deaths still remain 95. Most of the newly recorded cases were in the Greater Accra region, which continued to lead the regional case count, adding 824 to its previous figure of 8,407 to push its current confirmed cases to 8,691, while the cases in Ashanti region has increased to 2,915. That of the Western region had also gone up to 1,213. In the Central region, the number of COVID-19 cases had reached 798, while the cases in the Eastern region stood at 407. Meanwhile, in the Volta, Upper East and Oti region, 407, 321, and 105 cases have been recorded respectively. In the Oti region, a total of 405 COVID-19 have been recorded, and 92 cases has also been confirmed in Western North region, with the Northern region having confirmed 77 cases. Not just hey, no, can you can kusisa.
So yemre nti ya na eja ya bo no tofa edi amam na ohwe krate ne fa etosu dumie na COVID-19 yare no epem edi ko nanimo pa chese fufuro kra ababeka ho endra no na chese nipa hanan ene aduana enum na COVID-19 yare no wo manya bi aka ho chese ama yare no epem edi kosro papa a chese nkran popudi matem ha se die hana yare no egusu ejina de dende ansa na mantem ahoro no so edidididi so na wona wato na nanom wase do de egusu gina eduokunu enum honom
na ye free Ghanaian Times mu nsem ne the daily guide na to so amamo page 3 or say government can buy Wyoming property na chese and also the Supreme Court has directed the state to mobilize funds and purchase 4 properties belonging to Alfred Wyoming, who fraudulently took 51.2 million Ghana cedis from the state. This was after the court held that the Attorney General Department cannot transfer the property to the National Security Council Secretariat as it was seeking to do through its application before the court. According to the court presided over by Chief Justice Eni Yeboah and assisted by Chief Justice Paul Boafuboni, Samuel Amafoso, Nene Amegachi, and Gertrude Otokono, the rate of FIFA and instrument by which the assets of the judgment debtors may be seized. Not just say eno so ewo ho no
send ya da ye no daily guide na ya yedi etwato edemamo nanso no yenda ne ye ho se wo hu ne yenye aboafo nkrato ye ba na me so maboso de fro na afi ye de eno ho nsem no ato aso ede amamo.
Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
Alright, my name is Nesta Lenas. I'm the General Manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in a way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about, the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional man guard security services. These are professional guards we recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things: theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them. To defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack. So, long story short, basically those are the two things that the company provides.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
Abusiamfo ya sama makwa babio se na eka no your website no pe dwumadie bi ahwe akenkan wo hode anu abo www.marvelinhouse.com www.marvelinhouse.com ko google na onya abo he ebeba segman na chese wonso wanya dwumadie se ya hyase no obenya bi ahwe akenkan wo ho na se na ye daily guide hyase no makan ni brofo mu kama Agyiewaa de mu nchemu ne ba na afi ya to aso ewo nsem ne mu
nti we no wayomi agbesi wayomi ora afa agbesi wayomi senia ye bante state ya wode ye eka no 51.2 million Ghana cedis chese skanu emu edru ye pa chese ene japade nyina akra ye di si ho no maka se ne be na ye de beteka ne no na iche be chese Supreme Court se ne bi ya watch se womra na omra emebiti skanu ente na akra te be nyina bo ntofa de chese aban ebetumi ato eye wayomi na japade ye
na enyumi aba kai wayomi
yakana
na just ya hwane ni besi ye nto asokra efa momo na just page 5 for na ye do nsam no to aso no see the opposition party in Tanzania has condemned the arrest of its leader Zito Gabwe, describing it as a clear act of oppression and intimidation ahead of October's election. The Alliance for Change and Transparency says Mr. Gabwe and 7 colleagues have been accused by the police of unlawful assembly. Not just say, and also near no.
Baby, I wake up any far.
Zimbabwe, Tanzania for
daily guide ku akrata no kopiem e Tanzania de aha ade a chese wo machre pani Zito Gabwe one ne mpofa chese wo mu yenhemu ane ade na ne de police for aso mo fa echi de den wo mabato no ebekoso e wo October musumina no ahwa na mo e na wo mu gusu tu a chese wo mu di ho hyehyɛ ne de abrantie Zito pani Zito yakwakoso ne pechi.
Yet also they are paid 6 for an idea to also one more. So that disinfection of basic schools in Savannah region will help assure fears in both the pupils and the teachers in the region due to the coronavirus diseases. The Deputy Director Supervision of Education, West Gonja District in the Savannah region, Katribi Dramani, made the observation during the disinfection at the Yapala Senior High School in the West Gonja District with the disinfection exercise apprehended by Zoom Lion Ghana Limited in the Savannah region.
Chetakate yeto aso one fa etoso ensiako ekopiem ewo West Gonja District asana Ghana mampeni na dampo ekufu ado eye nhihye se esuafo no eye ma omkwan no so nkodi omnim de eye ye hwesuafo no mu afensu senior high school se na junior high school so na wo BC so hwe ne tro na no na ekopiem wo onom de aha wo mo chese eba ne se enuro apetiapeti ede petete ahese Zoom Lion fo edimu akotende Savannah mantemo nsesi ade he wo ma ye krado papa pe so mde nuro no apetepete ho no mo ewie sese wo mo hye adesia ase.
Page 9 on the editor so our daily guide must say MPP sends warning to NDC on voter register. And I just said the Eastern Regional Secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party MPP Jeff Kunedu Ado has cautioned opposition National Democratic Congress not to try doing anything onwards during the voters registration exercise will commence next week. And I just said really warning papa me ma warning
last warning last warning ti we and hon sem kata any farm etoso enkono ha kopiem e wo apue mantem dia NPP amanyuko na wo mo trotro e wo hono mantem mo trotro ni ene ne wo de ntem aba betudwa owura Jeff Kunedu Ado na ntem de chese kokobo me ma warning me to warning wo last warning ni nyina ekwa ma NDC amanyuko no trem dia new voters registration abato commission edin shegu akoma e ba be sha na wuchi ebesimi ya ye sha ase anesa na no ena o chese se kudru ayempe watimi wakame basa yubi aha ekoso asumdwe mu a ebeboa ma fimpinu ne edunu abato nso etimi akoso asumdwe mu.
Yet also on page 9 mo was a man arrested for attempted murder of his ex-manager. What was suspected to be a field robbery incident on Sunday, June 21 in Ho in the Volta region has now been classified by the police as an attempted murder case. The assailant arrested has been identified as former employee of Melcom who had gone to allegedly attack the manager of the departmental store.
Me come chiro e pa sa police for ensa aso ni mo aye ha de ensa police for dia bibia wo mbo adwuma msa so mu dia wo mfa wo ho enche one no da no kwesi ade enche se jumbo som ne da etoso aduno ba kwa no flaumantem chese hu na sa eniye there's a course so e wo ho no
na Agyiewaa me first story be in chat so wa hana chese omo MPP primacy of course parliamentary primacy of course omo wini ye na omde nsem bia ba beto say winners of the just ended New Patriotic Party parliamentary polls have been urged to stop jubilating and rather start campaigning ahead of the 2020 general election. The newly elected MPP parliamentary candidate for the Menchia North constituency, Kwesi Kunedu, who defeated the incumbent colleagues Owusu Amankwa, has stressed that the real battle is just around the corner, so members of the party should remain focused. Not just you really will swing here papa pen any election on your campaign.
You cry about could run chese will be a new winner more dear need just as well. You man dear and that when the crat any first or some from a na yegusu ejina na hwe NPP primary se course na no memende ya na wodi nkunim ewo menhia north empeswa so hono mo akwasi kunadu woni college usu amankwa wono na north ekwanse no yisi ni ma hye nkunimdie eko edema ekwasi kunadu no de nsemede akwa NPP primary no wona wodi nkunim no watch say mbisam lady enyem na abeka se wodi nkunim tie ni je nkwa na emom no mummodewuro se na ebe na afimpinu ni edunu abato na kwanchan he ya chese ebeyi ni tinti enkom ye momode ana ye ma ye ni enko no so ni enja enije bebrebe no
na de di twa ye mfa pay 12 mu nsensem entwa so won nsem daily guide mu no na ye ka ne se nsem ne dia chese ye be ka ma dia nsem ne dia bebre kwa na pay 12 for say Akufo-Addo's creative art school project take shape. Also, President Akufo-Addo promised to establish an institution to train Ghanaians in the creative space and accelerate growth in the creative art space. It's not just a mere talk. He's delivering on that promise at latest photos from the site, indicating that the work is in progress and will be completed very soon. Not just all share I say ya in Google ho, in Yama Google ho, come on, not just say Amobusomo Bejuma papa.
na chese creative art project no say na Ghana mampani na nada Akufo-Addo edi si na listu say ade we de ye kukuru si omaemu ebeboa no nti eno hu foni na chese wo matwa ede atokrata ma Ghana mampani na nada Akufo-Addo wono so ni foni ya da ede na obua o wa ma na nsaso wa ya ma se we watutuntuma kama na wo be ma eno so wonsem na krata ede be wo chese dwumadi ni de nana airport nti eno ho nsem so ne pi okate ne fa etosu dumienu no
na Agyiewaa nsem bi wo de kan ye ase hoi ye me wanwa kakra efise nsem we betu udwa ene Duncan Williams be o say o ene that de me patro ne fa cha me ne me ye nyina na ene de aba wo krate mu
oni ami ye wo gina echi
manka sorry na cheze we de wa be ka sorry na emom de wa ha no ena menti ase a me bosso amaya for say Daniel Duncan Williams, son of Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, is back on Twitter showing his followers to brace themselves for more fooling. This was included in his latest tweet on Tuesday after the report that he apologized to his father for recently disgracing him on social media by sharing his naked and observant videos of himself on social media. It could be recalled that in early June, Daniel, otherwise called The Rose Life, surprisingly released his own naked video, which was contained in sexual escapades with different women. Now, headline saying wahano or say I haven't even started yet. Not just say or shall say who ye no ye keep way
no be na kase pa
ewo
say we dey kan ya say chance wa ha pa
we ko beto papa ene say cha o so papa obebo ni na
ama o ne dey me ne dey kasa etimetu aso dey anche say Daniel Duncan Williams no what the chelpa command papa Duncan Williams and so for my watchers papa oni ami ye nyina echi no manka sorry we woko kan sorry pa de kire ne papa na nu achire no abrante was on shas ye kura we dey comedies bi keke na kopiem wa be fontin tan fidi so Twitter wo yi ne hu se bi na deja be ma na da so ne ade anche sem yentwa ye ne no ene wasande aba betu ja sebi eba ni se jimie na sebi eba ni se jimie na afi kura na wo be na kese pa akira man se nyina
na Agyiewaa fa Chinese company in twatwo won nsem no mu dia na wo hwe page 12 no hona say Keche perform for Rollins on his birthday. Na just say yeah Ghanaian musician Keche ya ne man panyin dada Jerry John Rollins edi ni birthday na just say okoto nyo man okosra ne fefe so pa enya asenketo so no so e daily guide mo. Na the chat was the Ministry of Railways Development has signed an agreement with the Donfan Electrical International Corporation for the supply of rolling stock and 35 standard gauge trains. The Minister for Railway Development, Joe Garte, signed agreements with the Donfan Electrical International in Accra on Tuesday, June 23, 2020. In a related development, the Sector Minister also signed a memorandum of understanding with the Transtech for the development of section of the Western Railway line from Huni Valley to Obuasi and from Dankwa to Awaso. And that's just also no.
It's just a way Chinese company no. We say Ghana say train kwan ankasa so ye den ye ni sisi ye afoforo ne ade
kama sene e ba ye nkofo ene adwuma a mo sha ase sisi ene nsuo to ye ne ahohoro ni nyina akoi
enso se sa kwan no na eda ho no mo
na eda ho
finsa wo mo ba na ha eda ho ba nsuo no ene ko bansa na so entempa na wo mo ko ekobo ho adwuma ntie ne Chinese company e ba ne se standard trains do ma yemu duasa enum a chese ba bebo adwuma ewo oman Ghana mu ha se na ya ye hwe krata no ne fa etosudu nsia no
na
chese ye fa MBA ne sa ne fa etosudu nsia Accra
16 no aha
Accra Technical University no aha wo mo story
because COVID-19 ke na picture bi kra me hu ya chese obi akotwa ho say we don't want to go there, we will never go there, not just fair
my this year sia de denti no
na ene send ameka me my excuse obi super my excuse COVID-19 about me na dia meko school da nti no so say Accra Technical University reports COVID-19 case. I say one COVID-19 positive case has been recorded at Accra Technical University. The patient is said to be a national service personnel with the academic department of the university. The personnel reported to a medical facility in her neighborhood after experiencing symptoms of fever, headache, and running nose. After COVID-19 tests were conducted, the result was communicated to the service personnel on Sunday, 21st June 2020. A press release dated to Tuesday, June 23 said, and it's a COVID-19.
Dear, so how many?
I just a woman more me right,
dear.
I just a woman more. Now we don't want to go there. We just say me who ye na say.
Me be mo wo mu nyina betuna fie ma se bi wo buti ebe wu no.
Enya asem so
na. Tika ko pe Accra Technical University bia sue ni na asen ho dodo me huru mu so ni suo ni ade. Na no achin results e ban che say wa test positive na so asiafo no wo mu nyina e bom ban se ne be na yare no. Entre e wo ho no.
Nti abusuafo aha na di newspaper review no ebesian MTV ya the sum of papa aha na di ne nyina ebesi aha na wo messages kakra aba e wo YouTube no e be kan ya ma na chese adwumadi no e di ne nyina abawie ye ne Thursday 25th June 2020 no aba
message no men kan pa ku bi na yen sorry so nti we Christopher Akins aha Chris Akins or say good work, keep it up MATV aha say na ebu adwuma no yen kwoswa emo message no say excellent tree translation ha che say ebu adwuma
adwuma ne ebo pa na ne ya chechem gbagba ye de bobo ho say ya na che say eno so eno no ya beda wase say wonya abre na wo hwe ye ye ni wa na enyi MATV nti wo hwe no na wo che ama wona fofo so ahwe wo say wo hu TV che say anopa omo ye newspaper review papa nsem e koso wo man mu nyina ene ombe kan no brofo ama omo wia no ma che mtwi aha eno no Global Sky Security eguso boy so yasin de fefefe so medi dwumadi bro nti oni omo ndi dwuma Global Sky Security omo so yasin papa onye omo a nka wo ba ha se ya ene unya wura ma na ne wo bewura baby aso security door locks e wa ha nso de woni asesa wo nwura mu da biara da nti oni omo ndi dwuma wo security ne ama bia ho afenso me crooning na medam ase se Charles se obegina ha se ya minim se ne de ne space no eno so ehun ya asem so kokra me wi a mebisa no ehun nsem no the sport tidbit no ebre your morning break days na afenso ama Akosomo enso the entertainment tidbit no ebre ye beda wase sabreni abrenyi na utayechi na ya Kessewaa meni Agyiewaa ebo nonum 5 o'clock I the English news no ebe somo so kokra me de brofo bro no na Agyiewaa so de twi de bro fefefe nti koso na hwe MATV ya kramo na ma be house crab da so
Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
Alright, my name is Nesta Lenas. I'm the General Manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in the way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about, the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional man guard security services. These are professional guards we recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things: theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them. To defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack. So, long story short, basically those are the two things as a company provide.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.